Hey yo everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Ardamana and let's dive into this 844th stream, shall we? Hey yo Pixo. And how are you doing? Oh, you'll be here for like 40-ish minutes. Well, right on. All right. Kick back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to play some Super Mario 3D Land, and I'm excited because I really like this game. It's a little bit trickier without the 3D turned on, as we were talking last time. But one thing that's really interesting is I never noticed there's this little hidden Easter egg of a level, I suppose, right if you leave the game running on the title screen. So I think I'm going to try this, actually. Dash Magnum, good morning. Happy Friday to you. How are you? How are you? How are you? Ah, yes. Well, let's go ahead and I think we'll switch over to the game without further ado. Dash, I know you were kind of excited about this one, and you like your 3DS, right? I think Dash has said in the past that he's a fan. So let's just real quickly, 3, 2, 1, boom. And here we go. This is what I'm looking at. Pixo, right? Pixel Knight. I don't know why I said that other than it rhymed with Heyo, but I'm glad that you didn't mind it. So yeah, this is this little like hidden. Well, it's gone now. I was just about to play it, but we'll wait for the cycle to come back. Anyway, big fan of 3DS. Dash says. I mean, it's a good one. Dash, here's something. The 3DS. This is the way. There's my Mandalorian shirt for the day. Yeah. Anyways, we'll just wait for that to come around again for the next time, and we'll try that little bonus stage, I guess you could call it. I don't really know, but it's kind of cool. I never noticed it was there before. I've always just jumped right into the game. So, I'll get my. Here we go. Got it ready. Here it is. Oh, nice, Pixel. Okay, here we go. So let's see. This is the move. Yeah, we can move up here. Dash with Y. We know that. We can jump. Now, this is where it gets interesting. See? Oh. Aha. I think we figured this out. Aha. Look at that. That toad. A toad is a lie. So how to get up there, huh? Actually, can we even get up there? I don't know that we can. That toad is just going to be ever out of reach. Unless we could find like a little springboard or something. I don't know. But I love that. I mean, this is a cool little thing. I think Nintendo's really done a great job in this one. Again, playing with the strengths of the 3D from the 3DS, which is why I'm really a big proponent of 3D. I think it worked so well in this. You can't quite do some of these in 2D, because in 2D, that's whatever you call it. That's the optical illusion thing, you know? The whatever staircase. Anyway, in 3D, you'd actually be able to discern that, hey, some of these blocks, the ones that we see, if I stand here, that those blocks are in the foreground. But in 2D, we can't see that. Anyway, what a neat little way to kind of get you into the idea of how this works. So we can hit start game at the bottom, and here we go. Oh, you know what? Did we? Oh, that's right. Okay, last time we played, Dash says agreed. Love a good illusion like that. Oh, what? Pixel Knight says also a ton of my hype for the animated Transformers film that was announced is gone because I saw the cast list. Oh, that's too bad. That's a shame. As you can see here, we've got the World 6 with Donkey Kong. I think this was what we created last time when we were working through this. 313, does that sound like the last time we would have played? By the way, it shows lives lost. That's always the worst. Let's just see here. In World... Oh, wait, not too bad. Not even 100 lives lost. Okay, I don't feel as bad on that. But, but on my main game, it's showing right there that kind of embarrassing 97 lives lost. 2 stars. I don't know if they shine. I don't know how I don't know how they shine in this game. I wonder if you can do the same thing to get them to shine. I don't know. And Stillwell says it's a good thing that I have young kids or I wouldn't be awake to catch this stream. Stillwell, welcome on in and nice to see you. And yeah, young kids will do that to us, won't it? Won't they? Pixel Knight says Chris Hemsworth will be Optimus Prime, and I kind of hate that. Oh no. I mean, you know, I thought Chris Pratt did a fine job with the Mario movies, so I don't know. I'm going to look at shiny stars in Super Mario 3D Land, and let's just see what Google tells us. They'll become shiny if you beat the main game without a Super Tanuki suit appearing. You can't die more than 5 times in one level. If you see the Super Tanuki suit, there's no way to get shiny stars unless you create a new file. Wow. Okay. So I may have to try going for that at some point. That's harsh. Okay. But I might have to try that on a 3DS on my own because yeah, the whatchamacallit, the 2D lacking the 3D makes it tough for some levels. So just wondering. I wonder if I had the shiny stars too before I was playing this on stream and then maybe lost them. I don't really mind because it was fun to play through, but that is quite a requirement, as Dash says. I've not yet played Jedi Survivor, although Stillwell, did you see my Mandalorian shirt there? I actually haven't completed Jedi, or oh, what's the name of it? Oh shoot, what's the name of the first game? I was playing through it at one point. You know, when I was I'd gotten COVID and I was playing through that game and Fallen Order. Thank you. I was playing through that game and I was watching a bunch of Star Wars, but I had not yet finished that game, and I kept thinking I gotta finish it, and then I'll pick up Fallen Order. I am a little concerned though because my computer is not the fastest, and I think what I might want to do is this upgrade I've been thinking about where I put in an SSD before I actually get into that, because I think that would help a lot. Hopefully it will. But anyway. Okay, Pixel Knight, that's fair. Boom. Boom. All right. But yeah. Oh, thank you. It's so good to have you guys here with me today. And we've got Dash Magnum, Pixel Knight, PFC Stillwell hanging out with us. And for anyone else who might be around and hanging out, thank you for coming. Thanks for taking the time. This is kind of cool. All right. I'll tell you, this really does make me want... Oh, wow. Oh, whoa, that was close. This makes me just want to play more of this game. I really liked this one. I don't have a tail. So... now I do. Boom. And I like that we can, you know, now have the bottom screen there available to us. Dash says, I tried to use the Can I Run It program, and it said my specs were insufficient. So I checked what I was missing, and it was literally the exact same graphics card I already have installed. What? And Stillwell says, well, I hope you enjoy it when you do. I'm sure I will. It looks really cool, and I am definitely excited to try it at some point, but when that point comes, I don't quite know yet. One of my favorite quotes, Pixel Knight says, from what Peter said about his Optimus Prime voice, his brother told him not to be a Hollywood hero and to be strong enough to be gentle. Ooh, I like that. You know, that is actually a good point that I had not considered before. But let's give Mr. Hemsworth a shot, I suppose. You know, see how it goes. Ooh, hello. And Dash says either that or a computer program was trolling me. Oh, no, that was... Oh, I needed to go up there for the... can I go back? I think there was a coin up there. I think I saw it. There we go. Boom. Nice little hidden spot there. I'm definitely now... Oh, I froze. I froze. Friends, right off the bat. How did I freeze so quickly? Strange. Let me fix that on the camera here. Boop, da boop. There we go. And now I'm back. But Dash, I feel like computer programs troll me all the time, so you know. Oof, that was close too. Oh, come back here. But yeah, I feel like I want to play this game again to try and get the shiny stars. And maybe a deathless run. That would be pretty cool too. I always try to do that in games where they catalog your deaths. Mostly because I'm just... Ah! Oh no! Maybe I don't want it to catalog my deaths. But I'm a little bit of a... I probably didn't need to do that. A little bit of a perfectionist on some games. You know, games that I really care about, I'll do that. And this is one that I actually... though I haven't gone back to it as much as I expected myself to, I do really like it. And there's that 1-up, so that's handy. Oopsie, spoiler for the first Transformers animated movie there, Dash says. Oh, no, no worries. Oh, Kappa. Oh, because Dash says, Optimus does strike me as more of a theatrical or Shakespearean hero, I suppose, but accidentally mistyped dies, and so then he jokes. Oh, spoiler for the first movie. Which is pretty funny, I'd say. Okay, I wonder how to do this. No! I didn't have enough of a running jump. Yeah, Dash goes, Optimus dies. Oops. That was pretty funny. Here we go. Let's get this. And this. Oh, no! Oh, no! Whew. There we go. Oh, and I'll take that. Yes, please. That is actually far handier than the 1-up, to be honest. Since I have 64 lives at the moment. I still need to figure out how to get my last star in New Super Mario Bros. 2. That's one of the things I'm missing. But they're all shiny, and they're all looking good, so I'm happy about that. Ah, what? It's the 3D effect, I'm telling you. And Dash says, lol, thanks. As long as someone got a laugh out of it, it's worth it. By the way, Dash, are you off today, or do you have work, or are you on a break? Oh, hello. Here we go. And Stillwell, I hope that you're doing well and the kids are doing well. Pixel Knight says, Dash, is it even a spoiler at this time? The bot dies like every other show or comic. Don't you love stuff like that? That actually was one of the reasons I kind of checked out of the Arrowverse. Is it felt like every character died. Woohoo! Animate Bear. Oh, hello. Oh, no! So unfortunate. Animate Barrel, how are you doing, friend? Thank you so much. 33 months. That is, and I love that number. Very theological number. 33 months of subscribing, and Animate Barrel says, lol, I'm evil. Nah, I don't think so. Animate Barrel, how are you? Beautiful pottery that you were sharing with us. And I'm so excited to see those. I love when you share those. I always look forward to that. Okay, let's see if I can get this now and not die. Oh, huzzah. That's what I was going for. That's what I wanted. This oddly makes me want to play the Kirby game. Kirby's Dream Buffet. That one's a fun one. Pixel Knight says, the Arrowverse, aka we made a general audience, we made general audiences think Green Arrow is basically just Batman when he isn't. Actually, that's pretty accurate. he really does come across as basically Batman. You know, just the rich normie that manages to buy his way into an amazing arsenal of superhero supplies. Yeah. Seriously, I don't like how that show made people think Green Arrow is Batman with arrows. Yeah. But, it started out pretty fun. I remember fairly enjoying it, at least in the beginning. And then, after some of the characters die and come back, like the third time, you're just like, well, eh. Do I really care? Animate Barrel says, I'm glad it's Friday. Oh, man. Yeah, me too. Day off, I get to stream, hang out with you, and play a game I love. It's all good stuff. Also, I did get to see the Super Mario Brothers movie again Wednesday. Mana Sprout and I went to the theater, and I'm gonna catch up with y'all for a moment. So Mana Sprout and I go to the theater, and it was an early-ish showing, so I got off work a little bit earlier. It was actually a 4:40 showing. But because I was off, we were able to go to that one. So I go with her, and she really wanted to see it again. I wanted to see it. We were going to try for a slightly earlier one, which was in 3D, but then we weren't sure if that was good for her eyes, and also I wasn't sure if she was going to want to watch the entire movie that way. So we ended up going to the standard def. We were the only ones in the entire theater. And that made it so cool, because we had told her in the first viewing, this was her first time actually going to a movie theater. You can't talk through the movie. Unlike at home when we're watching a movie, we can't pause it. Trying to set her up for what it was like. And she's 7 still, well, and so, we're kind of, setting her up with these expectations. Well, all of a sudden, all those expectations out the window. It's like, well, no, actually, we can talk through the movie, whatever. And yeah, so it was a rare treat indeed. We had the whole theater to ourselves. So we're talking, oh, I remember this scene. Oh, this is so funny. And oh, I love that part. And, oh, what, why did that happen? So on and so forth. And, and then at the end, during the credits, checking out all the different chairs to see what the different spaces in the theater are like, and getting right up to the screen, and and it was super fun, and we had a great time, and we got cotton candy and a big orange cream slushie or icy, I don't know whatever brand, and it was just so fun. And then afterwards, we went to this Mexican restaurant and had a great great time there. And Ms. Mana was working, so it was just us, just the two of us. And yes, the movie, great, held up. Really enjoyed it on a second viewing, and no problems with it seeming like, oh, it's dragging on or it's not interesting. There were a couple of parts where I was fairly tired, so I kind of started to doze off a little bit. But the cool thing about that movie is it's so quick paced that it was never like what has happened sometimes to me in a theater where I actually doze off and I'm like, oh man, I just missed 5 minutes of the movie. This time it was like, oh, I'm a little tired, and then it was like, oh, something happened. Okay, I'm awake. So yeah. Stillwell says, yeah, the kids are good. The older one is at pre-K, and the younger one is running around waving bye-bye to everything. Oh, that's hilarious. And Pixel Knight says, I'm more speaking personality-wise. Plenty of superheroes are rich guys who use their money. Really? I mean, I only know, actually, of Batman, Arrow, and Iron Man. Well, actually, I guess what, the Iron Fist? Is that his name? He's another one. Who else? I can't. Anyone? Yeah, anyone? I don't know. Let's see here. Basically made the Atom into Ted Cord Blue Beetle. And Stillwell says, heck yeah, whole theater to yourself, talk it up. And that's what we did. It was just so fun. All the and stuff like that. It was fun. Pixel Knight says, when I saw Godzilla Tokyo SOS, there maybe were 20 people, if I'm being generous. Yeah. And also Pixel says, if as a comic book fan, I'm used to characters dying and coming back several times. I mean, I'm not totally against it. I first encountered that with Superman. That was the big thing, in the 90s. But now, in the show, it just made me feel like there wasn't really, or there weren't stakes. There were no stakes. You know what I mean? Dash says they make theater seats way too comfy these days, especially the ones that recline and have heated seat pads. So hard not to doze off sometimes. Really, Pixel Knight? Oh, I didn't know that about Alfred. Oh my gosh. Probably through a Lazarus pit, I suppose. And I agree, the Mario movie was great. Had my full attention the whole time, Dash says. Yeah. And there were so many great little Easter eggs and stuff like that. One of the cool things, no steaks, just chicken. That's right. Well, what about a chicken steak? Chicken fried steak? I mean, I'm just really confused. Oh, man. But yes, we enjoyed it on a second viewing. I enjoyed it on a second viewing. I thought it was a lot of fun, and so no faults for me. And I would recommend it if you're interested in going back and seeing it again. I'd like to actually see it in 3D, and I talked to a few friends, and we're going to talk about maybe going and watching it, just us, like an adult, group going and watching it in 3D. Although maybe Mammoth Sprout too. We'll kind of see, or maybe some of the other kids, but we were like, kind of fun, just us. Why not? We're grown adults. We can watch our Mario movie if we want to. Oops, hello. Yeah, I want that extra. Oh, there's a coin there. There we go. Clever game. Ooh. I know I didn't need to do that, but it was kind of fun. Oh, no! Oh, set to roll. I want the coin. Oh, hello. I can't bounce off of that. Okay. There we are. All right. Ooh, that reminds me of the frozen flowers there in the movie. Chrono coming on in here. And the intrepid Chronolock definitely pilots their way in and out of the wormhole, but then goes right back in for funsies. And Pixel Knight says, Superman is debatably when death in comics became more unimportant. Fair. And yeah, Bane snapped Alfred's neck. Ugh. And then Joker brought him back as a zombie. And then Damian Wayne was talking to a ghost Alfred, and Alfred was possessed by a demon. Oh my gosh. Pixel Knight says, I give it another year before he's brought back for real. What? This is why I've stopped following modern Batman. I really feel like the formula for Batman was just about perfected in the animated series. And I always will maintain that the Adam West Batman is a great version of Batman. But I think the animated series found a great balance between character drama and unique villains and situations with the heart of Batman. And I feel like there's been so much recently with, honestly, I feel like they mismanaged the storyline of Talia al Ghul, and I'm not a fan of Damian. At least what I read. I haven't read a lot, but I pretty quickly checked out. I was like, I just don't like him. And oh, hello, come on, I'm trying to. There we go. And and I'd love to see more. I'm a sucker for sappy romantic stuff. I'd love to see more of the drama between, will they, won't they get together with Catwoman or even Talia al Ghul. But I like how they did it in the animated series, and then also, that Wonder Woman is another potential, right? I think I never really got into that, but anyway, these are all things I'm saying, words and such. Oh, hello, hello. But yeah, man, poor Alfred can't catch a break, Dash says. And Kronos skates into chat with breakfast. Oh, that sounds good. Do you have any to share, my friend? And and skates into chat with breakfast. Breakfast includes fresh fruit, donuts, fake bread, aka bagels. Oh, I got to tell you about bagels in a moment. Pancakes and French toast. Oh, and eggs too. What a spread. That sounds amazing, and I'm ready for it. I am ready for the feast. Donuts, if they're powdered sugar, I do like powdered sugar donuts. That is my jam. But I don't really enjoy donuts in general. But powdered sugar I can go for, or plain. A good plain donut. I could like a good plain donut. That might be worth it. Yeah, fresh fruit's always good, especially strawberries right now. Ooh, strawberries. Bagels. I love me some bagels, especially with some schmear. Okay, so we were traveling and went to Portland and discovered this bagel place there. I can't remember the name of it, but it had a fun name. It was a name, like a person's name, first and last, and then boiled bagels, and there was alliteration. I think it might have been like, Henry Harrison boiled bagels or something along those lines, right? I can't remember what it was, but I think the first and last name might have had the same letter. Anyway, freshly boiled bagels. They had all kinds of schmears, things like that. And we ended up getting some plain bagels with, my stomach was a little bit upset. So I got a plain bagel with a little bit of butter and some freshly scrambled eggs. It was so good. It was like the best bagel and eggs combo I've ever had. It was so good. So yeah, still says I can't even help you remember. It's all good. But no, I don't know. It was good. I'll have to look and see if I can find it. I'm gonna Google it real fast because if anyone, or still will, if you end up getting a chance, go check it out. Let's see here. Boiled bagels, Portland, Oregon. Let's see. Henry Higgins. Henry Higgins. See, I knew it was the H's, right? Henry Higgins boiled bagels. And it is off of, let's see, where's their address? See, I've got a nice little look. Oh, look at their website is good. I'm gonna put the website in chat, everybody, so you can just look at the bagels. Look at the bagels. Bear in mind, this is like this little great, yeah, and Henry Higgins, right? Take a look at this place. In fact, we're gonna put this up on the big screen. We're gonna look at this together. This is amazing. I'm so into this right now. You have no idea. Let's see here. What's the thing? Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, let's put this up on the big old screen, shall we? Light tweet, 2 more weeks. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't. I'm so excited. I have not yet I've not yet figured out if I can get myself one of those Pro controllers. But as a quick aside, I finally, for the first time ever, took apart a Pro controller. The reason being, at some point, I don't know how exactly, but somewhere along the line, I managed to just get a little bit of something in here. And then Mana Sprout uses this too. I don't know. Maybe it was something. Maybe I spilled. I'm usually very careful with my controllers, but maybe I spilled a little bit of something in here, right inside the the D-pad, and it was kind of sticky. Didn't play. No, it wasn't a stick. I have no stick drift with this, but I had a little bit of D-pad stickiness. So I took this apart and I kind of cleaned it up and I looked at how to do it and I almost was going to record it, but the way this is put together is ingenious. That's all I want to say. I may actually take it apart sometime just to show all of you, but it's working great now. And the one other thing I noticed is that I may need to figure out why the D-pad is not, I've always had slight issues with the D-pad. It's like sometimes it's not very accurate. I may actually put in a little bit of electrical tape. It's sort of a very, very cheap solution, but basically narrowing the area for the contacts so that you don't get false diagonals. And I may actually take it apart and do that. That might be my intent. Also, I think I need to figure out, because the grips are a little looser than they were before. I'm not sure why, so I may have to look into that. I didn't maybe tighten everything the way I was supposed to, but I mean it doesn't impact things. It's just something I noticed. Anyway, all that said, it was a fun thing to do, and thankfully iFixit had a great tutorial, so I wasn't trying to do it all by myself, but it was actually fairly simple to do. Hey, hello. Let's see. We've got ourselves. We can do promotions, everybody. How exciting! How exciting! Let's delete that. Promotions. No thanks. But you know what I do like? New people coming and hanging out. Okay. Let me show you some bagels, as Britta would say. Let's show you some bagels. Some bagels. Bagels, friends, bagels. All right. So let's do that. Boom. Bagels. Bagels. Oh my gosh. Look at that one. Oh, I want that one. Ooh. Capers. Oh man, doesn't that just look amazing? And the thing is, sometimes food that is photographed doesn't actually look that way in real life. They fake stuff. No, this is what this looked like in real life. In real life. Oh, see, we were actually also talking about getting that. I think that's the fish platter, and you get some bagels to go with it next time that we go. Look at that, and that's like a perfect sandwich. Oh my gosh. I do without the raw onions. Not really an onions guy. Mostly because it just makes my breath smell so bad. That's like a Reuben, I guess, with, I don't know what that sauce is, but delicious. Delicious. Let's go over here. Okay, so about. In the about section, look at this. We're here to provide Portland with a traditional New York style boiled bagel. We prepare our products fresh each day using Shepherd's grain flour and Bob's Red Mill flour and seeds. We strive to use locally sourced ingredients whenever possible. Can't wait to be the most delicious part of your day. Doesn't this look amazing? Russian dressing, Animate Bro says. Oh, man. Anything else here? No. Okay. Hours. There's apparently other locations. That's cool. Let's look at the menu here. All right. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. So good. All right, so there's the bagels. Bagel and schmear. Look at that. So, like salmon cream cheese. Oh, that sounds good. But even just the plain cream cheese, I'm sure, is amazing, right? What happens when you cook a funny bone? It becomes a laughing stock. Pixel Night. I'm going to save that one. I like that. Let Bottom Mana share in that one. Oh, so good looking. Okay. So what do we have? Let's look at the breakfast sandwiches. Available all day, by the way. Yeah. So I got the egg bagel, choice of bagel with egg. Oh, so good. They have cold sandwiches, like the lox bagel there. It must be that corned beef sandwich. That's probably what that one was. The fish board for two. That's what Ms. Man and I were talking about. That was pretty humorous. Pixel Knight says, "Oh, that's good." Animate Bro says 10 out of 10. Yeah, this one here. The fish board for two with servings of smoked salmon, lox, and whitefish salad with cream cheese, tomato, onion, caper, lemon, and dill. $40, but at the same time, for what you're getting, that's actually for the fish alone. That's actually pretty good. It is expensive though. Oh, and then we have the hot sandwiches. Let's look at this. There's the Reuben. Oh, it's Thousand Island. What did you call it? Russian dressing? I guess they're very similar, but apparently it's Thousand Island. Or are they the same thing? I don't know, actually. Same as how you make holy water fun. You boil the hell out of it. I do like that, too. That's funny. I do like me a bagel, Pixel Knight says. Don't get them with eggs since, well, there's a chance I could end up in the ER, and no bagel is worth that. Well, that's fair. That's fair. And they're similar. Anime Bro says, okay. We could get cream cheese by the pound? Are you kidding me? Why did I not walk away with a tub of cream cheese? What is wrong with me that I did not insist upon a tub of cream cheese? By the way, all of the staff were very nice. Very, very nice. And Ms. Manna got a compliment on her hair. She gets compliments on her hair a lot. She has way cool hair. Let that Russian dress in peace. Wow, the puns are real, man. I will never have an issue with puns. I love them. I love them. Do you want to know the location? No. Yonkers, New York. Wait. Okay. So let's see here. What do we have? There we go. So that must... Actually, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the 23rd Ave location that we went to. Or was that Foster Street? I actually don't know. Let me see. Location details. Whoa, hello. Okay. Let's see. Could this have been it? I don't think this is the one. Oh, that's coming soon. Ah. That one isn't even... That's not even a thing. Anyway, Bro says I'm hungry now. Anyway. Let's go back. So it must have been the Foster one. So location details. Let's go to this one. Ah, this is looking more like it. Yeah. Although it doesn't really give us a whole lot of info, but yeah. But it was right there. You could see there's the street outside. It's just a nice little spot. Oh man, they have catering too. So, should we order online for the Friends of Mana? That's the one I now remember going to. Stillwell says, okay, yeah, this is the one. Oh my gosh, it was so good, so good. Look at that. Look at that. Let's just go to the main page and just stare at the pretty bagels for a second, shall we? That's the fish for two, I think. Yeah. This is our total primary focus, everybody. It's all about the bagels. This is very good. Let's just stare at this in awe for a moment. Awe and wonderment. If they deliver, feel free to order me a bagel, Stillwell says. I could do that. Oh, man. Harem, how you doing? Man, I guess which game I just bought a few hours ago. It's on your wish list. Really? Did you pick up... I don't know. What did you get? Did you get Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, you wouldn't have it yet, but did you pre-order it? Light Tweet says, hot take, a bagel is a wannabe hamburger bun. Your hot take, good sir, offends me. Stillwell says, no, dude, I'm good. Okay. Bagels. Oh, Steam wish list. Boy, there's a whole bunch. Was it the new Star Wars game? Or boy, there's a bunch on my Steam wish list right now. It was? Oh, nice. I'm jelly. I'm jelly. By the way, look at these amazing bagels. Can we just, again, let's just take a moment, appreciate those bagels. All right. So we need to get it. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, then maybe, yeah, we do. I know you haven't checked. I have not. I'm a booger. I'm a booger bean. All right, let's go ahead and no. Let's activate. Let's disable. Boom. There we go. Okay. What are you doing after your stream? That might work, actually. That could work. I believe I will be somewhat open at that point. So, though I don't know how long I'm going to actually stream for. All right, I got to get rid of that. And I think I need to go back for a moment and copy that joke up there because there was a good one. Let's see. Pixel Knight says, I'm allergic to eggs unless cooked into a cookie or cake. Oh, okay. Good taste on the part of the staff, Dash says. And hello, Harem. Nice to have you here. Nice to have Chronolock here. All of you, thank you so much. And lurking while working, Animate Braille says, that works. I love it. All right. Well, yes. Oh, and let's see. We've got an ad coming up, an ad break coming up, just to let you all know, in 11 minutes. So, Memory Martin's here too, and Tangerine Chant. Oh, I love the name, by the way. So happy to be here, Tangerine Chant. It's been a hot minute. Are you the Tangerine that we've known for a while? But it has been a hot minute. I believe so. Memory Martin Hale. Yes, I am. Awesome. All right. Tangerine, good to have you back. What is up and what is happening? Working while lurking. I love it. Always lurking when I'm not working. Yes, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. How's life? Also, while you're streaming, I'm going to play another Lego game. Which one, Harem? Which one are you going to play? Is it going to be a Star Wars one? Or a Batman? Oh, it is Star Wars. Legos. You got the new Star Wars game. It's Lego Star Wars, not the new Star Wars. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, the Lego Star Wars, not the not the one that just came out, but the Lego Star Wars. That one also I do want to play on Steam. I have it on Switch, but I would like to play it on Steam. You're gonna play Avengers. I highly recommend it. Crazer's here as well, and Lurkin. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, Light Tweet checked out Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I've not yet, but I want to. Oh my gosh, everybody. Thank you all for being here. This is a wonderful group of people. This is so cool. I'm going to go ahead and dive back into the game here, which if you're not... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. That's why. Yeah, if you're not... if you're not actually aware of what we're playing here, we are playing some Super Mario 3D Land. And we did discover a few things which actually Animate Braille should know. In New Super Mario Brothers 2, let's see. Oh, and no, actually, Crazer would need to know this too. Actually, okay, let me give you a little background here. So, we were playing Super Mario 3D World, okay? This one but on the Wii U. And I had played through that and beat it, and I lost my shiny stars. Well, a really nice thing that we learned, and same for that game, which we'll be playing tomorrow. You can regain your shiny stars simply by replaying the levels that you used the special suit on. But you lose that if you use it, you have to then go back and play the level again. Mm-hmm. So that was really good. Oh, Memory Martin, do you think you could put a link in here for our friend Light Tweet? That would be fantastic. Yeah, right, Krazer says. I agree. Now, oh, no worries, Harem, no worries. Now, the other thing is that in New Super Mario Land, no, in New Super Mario Brothers 2, there we go. There's too many of these Mario games with these titles. In this game, I think it is still, if you use the suit, then you lose the shiny and you have to go back and replay. So that one is still imperfect. Thankfully, I've not used the suit and I have all of that. All right, Memory Martin. And thank you so much for being here, and thanks for your help on that. And oh man, this is this is good. It's imperfect but close to perfect, right? Yeah. So at least it can show up, but you don't lose it. Now, here's the thing. We just discovered this game I'm playing now. If the suit appears, you lose your shiny stars. In other words, just the box. If you die 5 times in a level, you lose your shiny stars. Oof, this one's rough. So this one, I don't have shiny stars on my main game. I don't know if I have it on this one. I think, yeah, this game's ruthless. I think I'm also going to have to, at some point, play this game on the 3DS in order to get that done, because, and this tracks lives too. I mean, this is a very critical game. So I think I'm going to use that third save slot to try to get a perfect game. But I don't think I'm going to do that on stream, because honestly, the pressure is too much on stream, and because when you don't see the game in 3D, you miss a lot of where things are in this game. It's just, this game was designed to utilize the 3D effects. So that's it. Avram, hello. And it is brutal. Dark Solid X2. So, and McShul. Oh my gosh. We got so many people here. How's everyone doing? Where's everyone coming from? I guess it's just a good morning to hang out, isn't it? It is lovely to have all of you here. Oh, hello. And we're going to try to continue on. I'm going to use this leaf. And it is brutal. Like, what on earth? Exactly. It's like, that is a very intense requirement for sure. Like camping. Just keep in our theme of all the puns. But oh, we have everything. Oh, good. We're right here. That's good. But yeah, this is like super, super critical. So basically, it keeps track every single time you die, and if you die 5 times in a level, you lose your shiny stars permanently. No way to get them back. So, Avram was playing Live Alive. I don't really know how you say that. Live Alive, Live Alive, Live Alive. Could be any of those combinations. On PC, had an amazing time. Also played Honkai Star Rail. I don't know that at all either. And Solid says, I was wondering, will you be busy tomorrow night? Yes, I will, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Dash says, Friday morning, and this is the hot stream to hang out in. Thank you. Oh, live is pronounced like live stream on both. So it's live alive. Live alive. Like Flava Flav. Live alive. Is that right? All right, look at this. Look at this. We're doing stuff, friends. We're doing stuff. We're in it to win it. This is it. Woohoo! Oh, whoa, wrong button. I was using the D-pad. I do sort of wish you could use the D-pad in this, but I get why you can't. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I just needed to get out of there. Woo! There's a coin. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I was running a little behind from the get-go. There, I want that. Yes, please. Thank you. Gracias. Take that as well. Can I... How does I... Oh. Hold on. No, I needed the thing. I didn't get the thing. Ah, well. Ah, I lost that thing. Why? This level. It's so hard. It's so hard. Oh, ooh-wee. Oh, man, I was lucky there. Oh, unlucky there. Oh, this level is just kicking my derriere. Okay. I don't know if I can get that now. Ah. Oh, boy. This one is tricky. Oh, man. But yes, everybody who's here, thank you so much. This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying hanging out with you. Oh, hello. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay. Uh-oh. It moves so fast. Ah. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, we know the trick now here. Oh, come on. And then we can go like so. Oh, maybe. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck to the... No. Oh, man. Oh, Abram, no worries. Automod didn't like that you use the the term butt. Which, you know what? I'm okay with that. But know that you're not in trouble. Kendrine Chant says, you got this, I believe in you. Thank you. I'm not so confident myself, but let's see. Maybe I could do like this. Nope, that doesn't work. I can do like this. Oh, no. That's tricky, everybody. Tangerine, thank you. Okay, let's see. Tangerine, by the way, what are some updates on your end? Curious to know. Wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Let's just push it. Very edge here. There we go. And then wait. Okay. All the F's in chat. Uh-oh. I believe there's some good stickers there if you want to use those. Okay, and then we can go over here. And then... Oh, come on. Come on. And... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! Ah! That's actually really tricky. Okay. Last time... Well, I'm going to get one of those things. See? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm going to do this off stream. Not that I wouldn't have struggles, you know, if I was... See, there we go. That's the sticker, Harem. That's the sticker. And solid, excellent use of that emo... No, I didn't want... Sugar. Okay. Fail. Thanks, everyone. You're really making me feel very confident. Okay. Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh no, I cannot do... Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, you know what? We're not going to go for it. We're just going to keep going this way. Because we're alive. Miraculously alive. Oh boy. We're alive. Woo! Okay. We can't go for that. So... Alright. It's all good. Here we go. But now we have to fight the big baddie as little bitty bitty Maro. Oh man, this is not gonna be good. We have nothing in our item slot, our reserve. Ah! Clearly we are alive on this big bad stage. Okay, hold on. Can we do it? Oh boy, that was close. Woo! There we go. Come on. Come on. I just want to bop you on the head. Thank you. That was the goal. Hello. 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 jump again. See, and now I'll never be able to get the thing. I'll never be able to get a perfect score on this. It appeared. No stars for me. That's quite all right, actually. I'm pretty sure I already had that happen on this save file. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have wanted this to be my master anyway, because I would want my master to be my me, as opposed to DK. This was just for fun for the stream, so look at me trying to put this into good perspective. There we go. Finally got that. Ah! This level. But I think a lot of this will be a lot easier in 3D, because your ability to gauge depth really does matter in this game. Let's see, can I do like... Oh, hello. No, okay. Oh, run! No, no! Ah! The painter has arrived! Reed, the Nintendo painter, how are you? Good to see you. Reed is in here. We've got ourselves a fantastic artist and streamer. Actually, we got a bunch of streamers in the chat too. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm gonna give some verbal shout outs here, just a little bit, but we've got ourselves, Dash Magnum, Reed, Dark Solid, Memory Martin and Crazer. We've got, who am I missing here? Who else streams? That's here. That may actually... Oh, Harem. Although Harem hasn't streamed in quite a while. Harem coughs. But I got it before I saw that. In all fairness, Harem. In all fairness. Before I saw your message. Before the cough, I thought of you. And Dash says, ooh, speaking of shoutouts, Art of Mana, is it okay if I make an announcement? Absolutely, my friend. Go for it. Let's put it on here so it shows up too. It goes well, Reed says. Okay. I think this is the one, because if I lose with 3 potential hits, I've really made a very big error. Okay, I like this. Going well, going well, going well. Going well, going well, going well. Ah! You're killing me here. And there we go. Dunzo. Alrighty. We got ourselves a win. Oh, and we can go here now. Oh, we got a 1-up with the coins. I'll take that too. But yeah, this game is brutal, but fun. It is, it's a shorter game, but it's actually pretty challenging. Especially in 2D, actually, but I mean, it's best in 3D. Oh, nothing there. Okay. There we go. Brutally fun right after I'm with you on that. Yeah, everybody, it's so good to have you all here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hey, we got some celebratory poppers there, so. On to Honkai. It is made by the same developers as Genshin Impact. Oh, and Reed says it's nice to be here. Nice to have you here. And now I'm going to actually do a couple of little shout-outs. I'm going to go with, let's see. We'll go first with Harem. I'll get these on the screen here. Get this one out of the way because I've never liked his avatar. Ah, here we go. So as of my last stream, subscribers unlocked a 12-hour stream that I will be doing on May 23rd next month. If any of you would like to vote for which games I will play during that stream, there is currently a poll on my on the general channel in my Discord. I'll talk more details on my stream later tonight. Harem, ya goober. Well, that's awesome. Let's get then for Dash Magnum. a shout out here. Dash Magnum right there, streaming Star Trek Online last wait, I am streaming. Are you streaming right now? What? I don't think so. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and, since it's disappearing rapidly, boom, we're gonna get that up for the moment. There we are. That works. I like that. And then we've got another shout out here that I need to do, but I'll wait a little bit. A few more. I'll wait a little bit and let that go. That's very exciting. Very exciting indeed. All right, we're on to the next world. Yeah, okay. I don't know there, Dash. I wasn't sure how to read that. Oh, I love that. Look at that little letter with the tail. These little things they're gems. They really are. And that's super cool too. I feel like there's something that, oh yeah, you can like shake the 3DS and that happens, which is, well, how cool is that? I'm just shaking the 3DS. Oh yeah. Okay, enough of that. That's a cool thing. Shake it. 3DS dance party. You know it. It's super fun. 2DS, whatever. Look, and they're still sort of wiggling to their little final positions. Let's see how long it takes for them to stop. I don't know if it'll ever stop. What if I put the system down? I'm not touching it. I'm now unsettled. It's like an avalanche is about to start. Okay. I don't know that they ever stop. Anyway, it is an awesome feature. I love that. It's super cool. So, yeah. How cool is that? All right. Enough of that nonsense. Enough of it. Enough of it. It is a good feature. It's a nice little treat, you know? And somebody showed that to me last stream. I don't think I ever knew that when I was playing originally. So, you know, cool stuff. Okay, here we are. We've got 2 more worlds to play through. So hopefully we can actually beat this. Oh, fake. Yeah. This makes me want to stream also Kirby's Forgotten World. Forgotten Land? Forgotten Planet? Hidden Planet? Attenborough's Planet Fitness? I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of games actually that I still have yet to stream. And I don't know what to do with that because there's just too many good ones. But yeah, I do know. Oh no! Oh, Light Tweet also streams. That's another. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken here. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna yeah, Captain Planet. Who knows? Captain Planet. The world may never know. Apparently, you can pet Morgana on mementos in Persona 5. You got me. Dark Solid X is next up for a shout out. And then we're going to go with Memory Martin. And so this is a good combo. We got Dash and Dark Solid X. Dark Solid X starting the V Rising server. Guess who also is joining them? Memory Martin and Krazer. Krazer, another friend of the channel here. Super nice guy. And that leaves... Who does that leave? I've done this out of order. So, oh, Reed. That leaves Reed. S.O. Reed. The Nintendo painter. For those of you who may not know, since it's been a little bit of time, not too long, but, our times haven't aligned lately. If you don't know Reed, Reed is a talented artist, and of course, as the name implies, does a lot of Nintendo painting. Very cool stuff. Go check out Reed's channel. And family-friendly as well. I always love finding family-friendly streamers, and when they happen to be very creative, all the better. So, awesome streamers unite! That's the way. That's the way. I does, Reed says. You do's. Boom. I love that you can do the pound, the little ground pound in this game underwater. It's so silly and ridiculous. Like, can you imagine if you could do that in real life? Oh, fishy. Rude. But yeah, no. So thank you all for being here. Lovely group of people in the stream here. We've got ourselves some real winners. And it would have been nice if I had a fire flower there, but I don't, so oh well. I'm gonna go up here. Is this where I'm supposed to go, or is this a hidden thing? Well, I like the extra time. I'll take that. Oh, wee. Okay, I think. Oh, hello. That was terrifying. Okay. Where is this taking me? My goodness. I'm actually a little confused by this, not gonna lie. Is this gonna make me jump up? That's cool. Oh man. Where am I? Well, oh, hello. I mean, I'll take that. But now I'm stuck for at least a moment. Oh, those are the backs of the eels. That's kind of fun. Oh, hello. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, look at this. There's another coin. Oh, in 3D. Can you imagine that in 3D? Oh, I love this game so much. There we go. That was cool. Was that not the coolest? Right? Like, just having that suddenly come out of the shadows. Reed says, wow. I think that was really cool. I think that was a neat little treat to suddenly have. I mean, yeah, Nintendo really pushed the ideas of what you could do. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's kind of funny. But they really pushed the ideas in the 3D department with this game, and I really like that. Almost gotcha, Dash says. That was super well done. It was really fun. And Dash says, ah, yeah, Dark Solid X, Memory Martin, Krazer are all awesome streamers. That's some other guy joining in on the V-Rising, Dorsch or something like that. Not sure about them. Oh, Dash, your humility is fantastic. And your humor. So, let's see here. Oh, and guess what, friends? We are currently in the... Oh, we missed an ad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got distracted with all of the fun stuff happening, and so thankfully, there's many of you who, by your subscriptions, did not lose track of our conversation. But I apologize for those of you who did because of the interruption of the ad break. What I can say is that, hello. I am attempting, although I failed in this time, to announce those ad breaks and actually pause what I'm doing, take a little break, refresh my water and whatnot, and that way, and that way people don't miss anything. And I am actually going to create a special screen, and I'm kind of playing around with the wording. I'll pull up my text document that actually showcases or shares a little bit about what I'm attempting to do. Oh, can I not get to that thing now? Is it like one time and you're done? Or maybe it's over here and I was forgetting. Ah, yeah, it's this one. Oh, darn. Yee! Oh, didn't know if I was going to make that one. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm thinking. But I'm basically going to make another screen, and I'll have chat show up on it, much like the just chatting screen. But it will actually share a little bit about the ad break, so people know what's going on. And if you pop on in for the first time, it's like, oh, there's an ad running. The way I'm doing it right now, the reason for it, as many of you know, is because Twitch is really pushing these advertisements running during the stream. And if you run 3 minutes worth of ads in an hour, you disable all of the ads that pop up when somebody first comes into the stream. And I find those incredibly annoying, so I'd like to disable those. So that's what I'm doing. And then the question is, do you run 3 minutes every hour or a minute and a half every half hour? And sort of the consensus thus far has been the 3 minutes every hour is better, because we might as well take a break then anyway, and it's less intrusive for folks that are watching. You know, it just becomes that break that's natural, you know. Anyway, I do probably need to take a little bit of a break myself at some point here, just because I have been going for quite some time. That was a terrible jump. But that's where we're at. And Dash says that's a good idea, so if it's good enough for Dash, I like that. Yeah, and we'll take a little break. I'll have a little screen, and we'll just pause, so nobody misses anything. Nobody feels like they're missing out. And let me pull up my notepad that I was experimenting with. And I actually was looking, I was watching another friend of Mana Ash streaming. She's a pretty solid streamer. And so I met Ash and was impressed. I don't know if she follows this channel or not. I can't remember but I followed her. I can't remember how I found her. I think it was during a raid from Super Nintendo Bros or something. Anyway, this is what I've got. Let me pull this up. Okay, so this is actually taken almost word for word. The way she had it is the bot would announce something, and then she had something on screen as well. So it was nice. And she said some things as well, I think. But I will look into this and adapt to this. But basically, it was along the lines of, hey, an ad break is starting. I apologize if this break disrupts your viewing experience, but don't forget, it is also an excellent way to support the channel. Thanks for your patience. The show will be back in 90 short seconds or less. So she does the minute and a half. So mine would be, 3 minutes, and I'd probably say something again about the disabling of pre-roll ads, because that's really the biggest thing for me, because you could do shorter ads and have fewer of those, but then everybody gets pre-roll ads, and I just think the pre-roll ads are such a distraction. And a lot of times, if I go into a stream and there's a pre-roll ad, it's like, I don't want to sit for a minute through ads just to see if I even want to be in this stream. So it also is a deterrent for, I think, at least for myself, and I'm sure for others. And then it says, the ads have concluded. Thanks for sitting through the commercials. It helps support the channel. So yeah, it kind of a nice little thing to have the bot say that. I thought that was a good idea. So I'm going to include something like that. And then on my screen, I'll say something like, this stream supported by, in partly supported by these advertisements, let's chat or something like that, we paused the game, something along those lines. I think she said something also about subscriber bonding time, which I thought was an interesting idea, but I feel like I don't really want to make it about like different groups having different things. Like, yes, as a subscriber, you get some perks, but I don't want to be like, oh, it's subscriber bonding time. Everybody out there, you're watching us bond. Haha, sucks for you, kind of thing. Like, I don't like that. So, not that that's how she came across, but that's how I'm thinking of how I want to word it. I don't want to go there. Moxio, how good to see you. And yes, pre-rolls are rough nowadays. So that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm trying to disable those pre-rolls for everyone. And hopefully it makes a difference. So anyway, yeah. Dash says, yeah, I should probably implement something like that myself. It can be off-putting right from the start, right? Yeah, you go into a stream that you've never been in before, and it's like, I don't want this, you know? So yeah, Moxio, good to see you. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and that's why it started, but it's new, so I'm trying to kind of let everybody know, and I'll be sharing this for a little bit, and then, again, trying to implement some ways to make it a little clearer what's going on. How rude of us to just go steal a power-up from Toad and not even say hello. Oh well, we got things to do. So, don't forget to take a break before you feel tired. I mean, that's... we should have, is the thing, but... I'm too lazy to take a break. So, yeah. Anywho, moving on here, we've got ourselves another level. Oh, I think this one is a really good one. I remember liking this one a lot. This is a fun one. Going up a tree with all these neat little things, the rope. What do you call this? Flat lines? Not flat lines. What is it? There's a word for it when you... do you know what I'm talking about? Slackline? Slacklining. That's, I think, what it is. Oh, boy. There we go. Ooh, I actually didn't want that. I want to go back here, and then I want to go this way, and go to this. There we go. All right, now we got it. Too lazy to take a break, Dash says. Oof, me too. Right? You know the feels. You know what I'm saying. It's funny, but true. Maybe sad, but true. I don't know. Oh, whoa. Oh, what? What just happened there? Well, that was unfortunate. That was like a glitchiness thing, because I don't even know. That was weird. Hopefully by me playing through this now, if I go and try and play it on my own shortly after this, I'll have better luck. Yeah. I feel that one in my bones, Dash says. Oh, man. Avram says, even Metal Gear Solid 2 wants players to take a break. Raiden has no idea what they were talking about. I don't get the reference, I'm going to be honest. But I do, I think, wasn't that the game that, there were like a lot of fun little, oh no! That was not a glitch, that was me being silly. There were a lot of fun little Easter eggs in there, like, especially the PlayStation version, if I recall, had some little special segment where you could say, or you would get a message about what was on your save, what is it called? The cards. What are they called? Save cards? That's not what they were called. The memory cards. Memory cards. Those PlayStation memory cards. It would actually look at your memory card and then tell you something like, you know, specific about games that were on there or something like that, which is, I think, a kind of a nice little touch. There we go. Take a break. That's too much of a hassle. I'll keep going. Exactly. Exactly, Dash. Whee! Boom. 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 There we go. We did well on that. All right, and a checkpoint. And, oh, these are always fun little spots. We can kind of look around with the motion control, which is nice. There's a coin there, so we gotta remember that. I hear a toad. Oh. I mean, that's cool. I'll take one of those. Why not? All right. Here we are. The final gauntlet of this stage. Okay. I think we'll go this way. And so yeah, Avram, in Metal Gear Solid 2, tell me a little bit more. I don't quite get the Raiden Drope. Is that a character in Metal Gear? I don't think I've ever actually played a Metal Gear game, but it's on my list to play because it's so well revered. But I've never actually played one, like other than this little mobile game. It was on iPad, I think, and I played a little of that. I think it was sort of like a weird, like a light gun style game, but you tapped. I don't remember. I remember it being kind of funky, but kind of cool. But I do have, I think, a Metal Gear game. I think I've got the GameCube game from when I was purchasing some games off the collection of someone who was selling their collection. Raiden is a character from Metal Gear Solid 2. He is meant to replace Solid Snake in some way. Okay. The Twin Snakes, was it? Oh, okay. Oh. All that. And that's what I get. Well, best laid plans. Whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, you know what? I think I also may have a couple of those games on PlayStation 2 because when, like I said, I got like the cheapest PlayStation 2 collection ever because it was all the like dollar buys and the you know, buy one get one free. Then it was buy one get two free. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like GameStop was trying to liquidate all their PlayStation 2 games, and I think I probably got 100 games for like $40. Ooh, that was very, very poor. On Codec, they even say to turn off the PS2 console, Avram says. Ah, see? I think it's just a neat little thing when games do quirky things like that. Like, it's smart. By the way, speaking of games and maybe some older titles and some quirky things, I never grew up with PCs. I know, like, Harem probably, you know, would be able to talk about all the, you know, ZX Spectrum and you know, the Acorn, BBC Micro, and all these little computers that were very, very prominent in the UK. But, you know, here in the... Oh, that was terrible. Here in the States, you know, we didn't have that. We had all of the consoles. Nintendo really was it. You know, we had, to some extent, some of those little PCs and some of the Atari ones, I think. But, you know, like Apple and DOS, you know, the Apple II and DOS that was something we'd play in schools and whatnot. We never really played the microcomputers, and we didn't own them. You know, we had, again, a Nintendo, really a Nintendo. I mean, after the Atari 2600, it was like all of the Magnavox Odyssey series of games. That was huge for the sort of first gen, and then it was, you know, Atari 2600, and then it was Nintendo. And we, you know, so, not to say that people didn't have other things. They did, but it just wasn't popular or prominent like the microcomputers were in the UK. Anyway, so I don't know much about all of those microcomputers, and I passed on one of the minis that's out there because I did get a Commodore 64. That was fairly popular, I think, here to a certain extent, but, you know, nowhere near what I was just describing with the other games, consoles and stuff. It was like, you know? But of the sort of less popular ones, it was more popular. Anyway, I got the Commodore 64 C64 Mini, and oh, interesting. Harem says I probably should know more about him, but I don't. Okay. Well, I don't feel I don't feel quite so bad. But here we go. But the C64 Mini, it's like this is all foreign to me. And other than that, I really had no experience. But I would always hear of things like the ZX Spectrum and some of the other things. Like I heard of the what's it called? The Amiga. That was the big one too. I would hear of it, but knew nothing about it. So anyways, I've kind of been on this big kick of trying to learn more about some of these devices. And so I found, and I've watched some of their stuff before, Nostalgia Nerd on YouTube. They have some excellent documentaries sharing a lot about these microcomputers. And it's very handy for someone, again, who really has no background to not only hear, how these developed and partially why they were popular in the UK, not popular here, but also to see some of the games. And one of the things that I've told you I've been working on is putting together a list of my... Oh, no! That was the end, too. I just didn't... I should have waited. I was getting impatient. But I'm trying to put together a list of my favorite games and sort of what I would say... Now, some of them I haven't actually played, but kind of putting together a list of what I would recommend as some of the top games on the system. Some of it I haven't played again, but they're games I'm familiar with, or they're in franchises I'm familiar with. So, I may not have played every single Mega Man game, but I'm going to recommend the whole series, Same with, like, Castlevania. So, anyway, I've been going through this, and I would discover I was looking through like which ports of games, when they were actually essentially the same game, was better on which system. So like, okay, here's where it gets a little weird too. The like 8 and 16-bit eras had a lot of games that their box art was the same, the title was the same, and yet the game itself was different. Whoa, we're getting raided by Memory Martin.
Thanks for raiding Art of Mana.
No way. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold that thought and then I'll catch up with chat because there's some great comments here. But we are being raided by the fantastic, the lovely Memory Martin, who already got a shout out and is getting another one as well now. Memory Martin, thank you so much for that raid. And how are you doing? Everybody, we've got ourselves a little thing in chat where you can click if you're not following Memory Martin. Secretary of Mana, mostly family friendly, unless Crazer's hopping in the chat. Streamer, someone who talks about mental health and who plays a lot of Pokemon. And please give a huge welcome to everyone who's just arrived. Everybody, my name is Mana. I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie titles. Thanks for being here. Love having you. And if you like what you see, please consider a follow. Join along for some more fun in the future. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and find out what Memory Martin has been playing. Some Pokemon Scarlet Violet, and then Sunhaven. Nice. I know you're a big fan of that. You've been talking a lot about it. So right on. Thank you so much. We're playing this, which is not actually how I want to show it. There we go. And having a lot of fun. We're making our way through World 7 right now, and then we've got the final world. So things are going pretty well. I was talking a little bit about the microcomputers and ports. So I want to jump back to that for a second and just share my last thoughts on this. So, growing up with one of the consoles that was really important to me and still is one of my favorite consoles of all time is the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo and the Wii are my favorite consoles. They're tied. Both just have such great game selections, and the Super Nintendo just perfected the controls and gave us the diamond layout for buttons, and shoulder buttons and things like that. And I love the sound chip in the Super Nintendo, what was able to produce, and I love the graphics, the softness of them, and the shading that was able to be done. There's just a look and a feel of the Super Nintendo that I really like. So, but I'm also a fan of the Sega Genesis. And what I'm doing right now and working through a list of top games on NES, I tend to basically favor any game that has multiple versions that are similar, mostly the same. But none of the games were identical like they are now. Now it's like they're basically identical except for maybe a little bit of performance, something like that. But the game graphics, sound, play, gameplay, all is basically the same. So it's just which platform do you have and which do you want to play it on. But back then it was like you would actually recreate the game for the different platforms. And there you go. Album says like Mega Man Legends, for instance, which was on PS1 and 64 on PC, and basically the same. It was Mega Man 64 on 64, but otherwise it was the same game. On the Super Nintendo, there were several games like this, like Lion King. This was after Capcom lost their license for Disney games exclusive to Nintendo consoles, so Virgin made several Disney games, and this was one of them, and it was basically ported to the different ones. But there were differences. Mickey Mania is another one. Mickey Mania actually is almost identical, except there were differences. Like, for example, they said, hey, the Super Nintendo is more powerful in this way. We could produce more sprites on screen. So in the second level, I think it is, which is the ghost house, the skeletons that appear, when you destroy them, their bones fly across the screen. Well, in the Super Nintendo, there are actually more bones because they were like, look what we can do. But it actually makes the game harder. So actually, Mickey Mania is easier on the Sega Genesis. Here's an example of a game that is actually rather interesting. Sunset Riders. Obviously, it's an arcade game first, so this is maybe not the best example. The Super Nintendo game is a fairly faithful recreation of the arcade original, but of course, limitations of hardware did make for some concessions, but also there were some censored components as well, and a few changes to some of the levels. But for the most part, it plays like the arcade original, and that's the game. On the Sega Genesis, it's an entirely different game. All the levels are laid out differently, the progression's different, everything is different on it. They're two separate games with the same name, and it doesn't play at all like the arcade. So I would recommend both of those games because I think they're both fun and they both have something unique. But in a case of a game like The Lion King, which is the same essentially on both, I would suggest the Super Nintendo version. Generally, I suggest the Super Nintendo version, but there are some games that were designed first for the Genesis and actually sometimes are superior on the Genesis for one reason or another. And so even though I have more nostalgia for, certain games on the Super Nintendo, I might concede that the Genesis version is superior. For example, I would say that a game like, it would be a good example. A couple of games that were made for the Genesis first and designed with that in mind would be like Booger Man and Earthworm Jim. And I would say those actually probably are better on the Genesis. Anyway, I'm going through and doing this. As I'm going through this, Aaron says, Earthworm Jim. As I'm going through all of these games, I'm realizing more and more what games had the same name in different, versions and things like that. And it's interesting because sometimes you'll even get a game that came out for the NES and the Genesis, because the Genesis was predated the Super Nintendo. So obviously Genesis is Mega Drive in Europe, by the way. But nah, you said it wrong. Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like the theme song. I was supposed to sing Earthworm Jim. Gotcha, or say it that way. No, I'm not even gonna attempt it. Uh, but what was I gonna say? One of the interesting things there would be an example of Battletoads. Battletoads actually was ported over to the Genesis, but it was predominantly made for the NES. Looking at the Genesis version, I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to stick to the NES. And in a sense, you might argue, well, it is a superior game from a graphics standpoint on the Genesis because of what the Genesis could do. But the NES is also what people think of for that game. It's like the definitive version in people's minds. It's where people first encountered it. It's what came out first. So there's a lot of like, and then it's the question of, well, Mickey Mania. I mean, it's actually almost prohibitively hard at points because of things like with the bones. But do you then give it to the Genesis or not? Earthworm Jim is an example of one where I think actually the Super Nintendo graphics on the whole look better than the Genesis because of the less use of dithering and things like that. But then they're stretched because the Genesis and the SNES didn't have native resolutions that were identical. All of these things are just very interesting things that float around my mind. Anyway, then enter into this as I'm going through games, and I put Zool up on my list. I'm like, well, I'll put the Zool game on here. It's a good platformer. Why not? A decent platformer. I'm not going to go overboard. And then I went to a site to because there's a few sites that actually have some really good side-by-side comparisons to games. So I want to sort of educate myself and see what other people say and, form my own conclusion and things like this. But this particular site, and by the way, all of this project I want to post on my website eventually to kind of give people an idea of Mana's sort of top picks of some definitive games if you want to be collecting or looking at games that are re-released and things like that. So anyway, the Zool, all of a sudden I go, oh, the definitive version is the Amiga. Oh, so now I'm thinking about this. So now I'm like realizing that there's the Amiga and there's no Dana, only Zool. But it's Zool with a Zool. I don't know what that reference is either. I'm sorry, but I love it. But it's Ghostbusters. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah. Dana, Zool is the okay. I gotcha now. That's funny. I remember that. Dana's the damsel and here we go. Let's see. Harem asks, do I spend 70 quid for the new Star Wars game on my PS5? I mean, if you can swing it, it seems like a fun game, and that would be a good platform to play it on. Avram points out, Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together was released on multiple platforms like the Super Famicom, Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1. Then the remake was on PSP. That's a good example. Or how Final Fantasy in the US was quite complicated with numbering. I wouldn't say it's quite the same thing, but it is a confusion for sure. It's a different thing. Sometimes naming conventions were strange, like how the first game in the Mana series is Seiken Densetsu, Legend of the Holy Sword in Japanese. It's Seiken Densetsu 2 is Secret of Mana. Seiken Densetsu 3 is what we now call the not Legend of Mana, the Trials of Mana. There we go. But many people refer to it as Secret of Mana 2 colloquially before that became the official title. But in the United States, it's Seiken Densetsu, the first game on Game Boy, is called Final Fantasy Adventure. It's not a Final Fantasy game, but they were trying to, give throw a name out there people would recognize to increase sales. And in Europe, I believe it's called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, if I'm not mistaken. which Final Fantasy Mystic Quest in the States is the game that's like the entry-level RPG. So it's very confusing. And that's a good point, Avram. It's a good point. Avram also says, or the definitive version of Luigi's Mansion is the European version on the GameCube. There you go. Why is that? I'm not familiar with that. Nope, only Mystic Quest in Game Boy. No? Oh, it's just called Mystic Quest on Game Boy, not Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Thank you. I misspoke. Yeah, I definitely didn't mean to put the Final Fantasy in there. But yeah. Did you know that the US version of Mario and Luigi Partners in Time is the harder version? The Japanese is easier, and the European is a mix of the two? No. See, all these things are interesting. You can go down this rabbit hole, right? And then the question is, well, what do you play? My general sense is, pick your favorite platform. I tend to just favor Nintendo platforms. So my Sega Genesis list is predominantly games that are exclusive to the Genesis. Hiram says I play games, right? But you play on what you have. You play the version that you have access to, and there you go. But I do like the mental exercise of trying to discern finally, which I've never done before, what are the definitive versions. But that's how I got onto my whole what is the Amiga, and let's find out more about these microcomputers. And so I do want to develop a short list of some games that I might recommend for some of these other platforms, even though I've never played them. But I am interested in how in one of those Amiga minis, which, darn it, yeah. I don't really know if I want to spend the $130 for a console that I really don't have any nostalgia for. And I did just get the Sega Genesis Mini, but darn it, it's the last mini console that I don't have, excluding the arcade minis that are the Sega vertical and horizontal, and the Taito vertical and horizontal. Oh no, Taito doesn't. Taito just has the rotating screen. But yeah, there's those three ones there. But they're just, they're a little different. I do have the Neo Geo Mini, but I tell myself, well, these others are really the arcade originals. This is actually playing, even though it is in an arcade form factor, it's really playing the home versions of these games. So I treat it as a home console Neo Geo, which is a little different. Mostly because I'm trying not to convince myself, or trying to convince myself out of purchasing more of these mini things that are really expensive, because they're actually, those ones are actually pretty pricey. The Sega and the Taito ones. The Taito one's cool, but just, I don't know. I don't think I can swing it. I can't justify it. But I like the minis I have. They're all systems I care about, or I got them at really good prices. And the Commodore 64 one, yeah, the minis have jumped up loads. Exactly, right? When the NES Classic Edition came out, I think it was $50, which I think was an amazing deal. But now it's like they're getting more and more expensive, probably because of different parts shortages and things. But yeah, of all of my minis, they're all consoles I played or have nostalgia for, except for the Commodore 64. But the C64 Mini is a cool system, and it was the first of its time, of its type when it came out. And I thought, well, it would be a cool way to experience some of the the C64 games, or the Commodore 64 games. And it was pretty cool. And the same people that developed that developed the Amiga Mini, which is another reason I'm like, maybe. But I don't have nostalgia for the microcomputers, so it's a little bit of a harder sale. If it was 50 in a heartbeat, maybe even if it was like 75, maybe if it was 100, big maybe. But at 130, I'm like, nah, I don't think I can do that. Did I pre-order Tears of the Kingdom? I have not yet. I will pre-order it. I haven't quite decided on where I want to pre-order it. I was sort of waiting to just make sure that I knew all of the pre-order bonuses, and none of them really stood out to me except for one. but I think that pre-order bonus is no longer offered. Honestly, I probably will just get it at whatever would be the easiest for me to get it the earliest. So we'll see. But I do plan on pre-ordering. I was also waiting to see. I'd prepared the funds for it, saved up for it, and I was waiting for, you know, waiting to do that, figuring out where I wanted to do it, and then, and then I was like, I really want that controller, and I really want the Zelda Pro controller. That is like my number one thing, because I think, right now, I wanted the Splatoon 3 one. Didn't get the Splatoon 3 one because that one sold out. And and a lot of the ones that you see now that are online are fakes, so I might have to try and see if I can find one secondhand, maybe, if I really want it. Or I have to, get the, just assume that I'm not going to get it and just try and get the Zelda one, which is what I'm focusing on. I really want that one, but the pre-order is sold out immediately, and it's just unfortunate. So, yeah. And good point, Memory Martin. Gonna wait until you pay off your card to get the DLC. That makes a lot of sense. But I want to get that game, and I want to stream it. So next month, we're going to get back into some Zelda games. Actually, you'll hear it here. Chronolock will be happy. I am intending to stream the rest of Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, and that way we can complete that game. And then we'll probably hop into some Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild 2. Also, I got a nasty mosquito bite yesterday. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. It's still there on my arm. It was a nasty one. It actually started here, then my whole around it, I had an allergic reaction to it, and that swelled up, and then a rash all the way here from it. I've never had that much of a reaction to a mosquito, and it must have been really doing a number here on me because, it was a nasty one. So anyway, yeah, Ting Skeeters is right. And yeah, gotta stick to the budget. Yes, Memory Martin, to Splatoon 3. I do want to play when they do have the Zelda Splatfest. I definitely want to stream that. But we could probably just play our own this weekend, just for funsies. Or I can join you in your stream. If you wanted to stream it, I'd be fine with that. I don't think I'll stream it necessarily, but we'll see. I want to go up here to mention something from way back when. Dash says, my introduction to PC gaming was either programs like Encarta or Prodigy, or the LucasArts games from Loom or Monkey Island. Or like Loom or Monkey Island. I've not played Loom. I'm not familiar with that LucasArts game. But Monkey Island, yes, I've played that. But only the remake on my iPad. Encarta was my jam. Never used Prodigy, but Encarta, I used to, before we had internet at our house, I would stick the disc in and explore all of that. And so Encarta was like my access to, the world of computing. That was my first introduction to computing as well. On our own, on a computer we bought. We actually had inherited an older DOS computer because my mom was using it for some work, so it was donated for that. But we actually gave it back to for use for others. It was a volunteer kind of thing. But I had played a couple of games there that I had gotten from my aunt because I remember that they had them back in the day, and it was Ghostbusters and Alf, and those were and Frogger. Those were the 3 DOS games I played early on an old computer with a monitor that was just green and black, But in school, my earliest memory of computers was Oregon Trail, actually. So, oh, nice, Dash. Yeah, I used to go through and they would do the things, the hubs and stuff. That's where I went down the rabbit hole of reading about different musical instruments and where they were in the world and stuff like that. It was super fun. Oh, cool. Dash, I'll have to check that out. And then Avram also says, my introduction to PC gaming was pretty much Flash games and brought up Congregate. And I've actually streamed some Congregate before, and it's still going on. So Congregate is a good one. I like Congregate. The site was great as a much cleaner way to compile these Flash games. A lot of the sites were heavily laden with ads, and Congregate did a much better job that way and had achievements, which was cool. A lot more social aspects to it. So I actually really liked that. But a lot of the Newgrounds games are really, I mean, they're fantastic. Actually, they hold up. So, but my friends, we have 3 minutes until the next ad break. Oh yeah, yeah. There quite a few were out there, Memory Martins. So trying to remember all these Flash game sites were tough. I remember Flash Video on eBaum's World, if you remember that. But yes, the ad is supposed to start here in 2 minutes, so I'm actually going to run it now. Webkins. I don't know that one. Actually, everyone, talk about your favorite Flash game sites. I'm going to run an ad, take a break, refresh my water. It's been about 2 hours since we started. I'm going to keep going. We're going to continue with some Mario, and maybe we'll even switch over to another game. This might be a longer stream today. We're having fun, so kick back, relax. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages from some of our sponsors, I guess. All right.
A raid has just been initiated. All high-rank personnel, please report to the front desk to start the welcoming transmission.
What? Goodness gracious me. Wow. Thank you for that raid. Geeks, Freaks, and Video Games in the house with everybody coming on in. Anime Fanatic 2, P Falcon 19, Maverick Senior, of course, 1986. How are you doing? Good to see you all, geeks. Come raiding one by one. Huzzah. Huzzah. It's really hard with an echo in your ear. I was just taking a little ad break, stepped away from the computer when you came into raid, and I was filling up my water and eating some delicious sausage that I had made, some Hungarian sausage the other day. And cold sausage is really delicious, so I needed a little bit of protein in me. And water, apparently. Anyway, you get a kazoo solo. There you go. But welcome on in, everybody. And nice to meet some of you. Sorry, a little awkward as I was just trying. No water, Jace. Oh, no, only protein. The, yeah. I set a new precedent. A kazoo song every raid or I riot. Oh, no. Yeah. I was planning on coming in and typing real quickly and say, oh, I just, scarfed down some sausage. Well, I was eating it at a leisurely pace. But I was like, well, give me a second here, get myself situated. But I had to hop in and say hello to all of you who rated. Thank you so much. We've got some amazing people here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a shout out here for Geeks, Freaks, and Video Games, the collaborative duo here. Boom, playing Jedi Survivor. This has been on the radar for our conversation today. A lot of us have been talking about this. And while my alerts for new follows have not been working, I did just see Mordred Cannon has followed. So thank you so much for that follow. I really do appreciate that. If you don't know Geeks, Freaks, and Video Games, again, dynamic duo here that is family-friendly, well worth your time and your enjoyment. So please go check out Geeks, Freaks, and Video Games. I've also put their name in the chat. You can just click the little button there, automatically follow. I think you'd enjoy them. And Mana says, she says, drink some sausage, eat some kazoo, and play the water. There you go. In that order. Oh, man. Maverick, no, it's not a competition, and I think that you are absolutely fantastic, and I love what you do. So thank you for coming on in. Anyone who doesn't know me, I am Mana. Feel free to call me such. Ask me questions. I am an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo games, retro on original or official hardware, and indie titles. And we're playing some Mario because really we started in March 10th with Mario Day and never stopped until next month, where we really are probably going to go into Zelda pretty well full-time for a while as well. Just because Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. There's so many good things. But I jump around at times, and then I don't jump around at times. in this case, as Mario, I'm jumping around quite a bit, but among Mario games and in Mario games. This is my new 2DS XL with capture card, so that's how it's showing up on the TV behind me and in the stream itself. And we are going to jump back into this, so let's go ahead and do that. And you'll see right here, this is my game. Again, original hardware here. And how was your stream? Oh, hello. That just went away, and I didn't even look. I was too busy trying to catch chat, thinking I was in a safe spot. So, oops. Madison, she says to Harem, Maverick. Oh, here we go. This is what it was. Sorry, I have to raid and run, Maverick says. Got errands to take care of. No problem. I understand any of you who came in with the raid, too. I'm sure you have to get to places and things. So, no worries. But thank you for being here. Thank you for that raid so much. Mary Martin has to go to work as well, it looks like. And Anime Fanatic, I love that emote. And Falcon says hi and hello. It's so good to meet you. Oh no, I'm back. Hold on a second. I'm too far behind. There we go. I was looking at older things. Maverick says nothing wrong with Mario. Harem says can't forget if you're streaming May 4th to play a Star Wars game. I would have liked to. I'm not sure if that will be a possibility at the moment. If it is, great. I will do it, but they got me. But I may possibly not be able to. It's going to depend on some other obligations I have. But I will try to do something Star Wars, I'm sure, at some point. Okay, go this way. Get out of there. Oh my gosh, all of these saws. I came. They sawed. They conquered. Super Star Wars, that would be fun, Jays. Yes, I have actually done that before on May the 4th. But yeah, we'll play some Star Wars at some point. Anime Fanatics has just got my tonsils out yesterday. Oh my gosh, how are you doing with that? Hopefully recovered. That can be quite a major thing there, so that's exciting. Anime Fanatic. Hang in there. Hopefully you've got some Jello and some good company to keep you going. Io Little, hey, how's it going? What's up? How you doing, Io Little? Lovely to have you here and to see you again. What's new? What's happening? What's exciting? Oh, I wanted this. Can I get it? Yes. Okay. Whew. I like this. I like that a lot. Boom. Io Little's good. And Minasenshi says to Enemy Fanatic, rest and eat ice cream. I've never had my tonsils removed, but it sounds painful. Fair. Maverick says they saw what you were up to. They wanted you to cut it out. No one wants you to bite the dust. Nice. That's good. I like it. And tonsils removed, not toenails. That would be a whole different thing, right, Minasenshi? I didn't even read it as such. That's funny. Because it does say I've never had my toenails removed. I've never had my toenails removed either. I've had them trimmed. Never had them removed. That's funny. Oh, this is an interesting little thing. See how the blocks push the segments out? Man, Nintendo just had some brilliant design ideas with this. For real. They did a great job. This game is super fun. This is Super Mario 3D Land, for those of you who may not be familiar. It is a precursor, the predecessor to Super Mario 3D World. Fantastic game, but it is unfortunately a little bit difficult unless you have the 3D effect on your 3DS completely on. They really make good use of it, which makes it a little tougher in 2D. It can be done, but it was really designed around the 3D. But obviously, I'm playing it on a 2DS, and I'm playing it on a screen over here, so I don't have the 3D effect. It does make it harder to stream. But I am going to go back and try and get a perfect score on my own at some point. And we'll do that on the 3DS, because it'll be a lot easier. And Mordred Cannon, thank you again for that follow. I definitely had both, and I can vouch nails suck. Oh no! Mordred had nails and tonsils removed. Toenails and tonsils. That's no good. Mordred, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man. I mean, that's the thing you hear about, I don't want to bring up something unsavory here, but that's really what you hear about that is sometimes used as a form of torture. I mean, that's how bad that's supposed to hurt. So, yikes. No bueno. But I know there are injuries and things that happen that sometimes people need to have them removed. If need be. No problem on the follow. Mordred says, thank you so much. In my case, it was a nice little fall after the follow, as you just saw. I remember when I got my tonsils out and I could not even eat ramen, Little says. Yeah. I mean, it was basically, I didn't have my tonsils removed, actually. I'm good. But when I got my wisdom teeth removed, I remember at that time a lot of Jell-O. I stuck to Jell-O. Jell-O was it. A lot easier than than any other foods. When your mouth hurts, go easy on it. It's all good. Wisdom teeth. Oh, Little says I meant wisdom teeth. Gotcha, not tonsils. There we go. Anime Fanatic also had their appendix removed last month, which, that's a pretty significant procedure. Though I've heard it's not so bad. Oh, this is tough. Yikes. Sorry, but I'll stop on the nails after this. But for me, it was ingrown nails that wouldn't stop getting infected days after. Oh, no worries. You sharing things like this is fine. I was more talking about the unsavory topic of torture is what I meant. I didn't want to get into that part of it. But no, please, this is, you're talking about your experience here. That's totally fine. I won't hold that against anyone. But yikes on bikes. That doesn't sound very fun. I'll just say that. The only thing I had removed was wisdom teeth, Jay says. Good to see you, by the way, if I haven't said that enough already. I woke up during my surgery and said, hey, that hurts. And they told me, Jays, you need to go back to sleep. And I was like, okay, and passed out. Okay. Sit to go. That's awesome. Apparently, after I got my wisdom teeth removed and I had the laughing gas or whatever, and when I was leaving, I don't remember any of this, but apparently I was walking out thinking, I do remember this part, I remember thinking I was walking in a straight line, but apparently I wasn't walking in a straight line, and I was thanking like every single person. I'm like, thank you so much for removing my wisdom teeth. Thank you. Thank you to you. Thank you to you. Oh, I really appreciate you removing my wisdom teeth. And apparently I did that just all the way out, talking to every single person and saying things like, thank you. Thank you. So. Oh, man. Fallen Order getting downloaded. See, Harem knows it. Oh, really? Wow, Mordred. Oh, man, that sounds really like a really major thing there. So Mordred says that apparently the ingrown toenails were so bad that the nails themselves had to be permanently removed. I've never heard of such a thing. Wow. That is that's wild. Kind of surprised I mentioned it too, since I'm self-conscious about it. Oh, you know what? It must mean that you feel like you're in a safe spot, and I'm honored by that. Because you are, and you've taught me something. I've never heard that before, and you know what? No reason to be self-conscious about it. All of us have little different things that make us unique and special. That's one of your things, and now I guarantee you, I will remember you when I see your name in chat. I don't think I'll associate you with this, but I'll remember you. Ooh, there's a little box there. Might as well. And you were vibing the entire time, Little. That's pretty funny. Just vibing. What are you doing? Getting my wisdom teeth removed and vibing. You know how it goes. Oh, interesting. And so Mordred says they burn the roots with a chemical, so it just doesn't grow back then. But that's fascinating. You know, I've never thought about this, but I mean, I guess we don't need some of these nails probably. I mean, I find my fingernails useful. I play guitar, but toenails, never really found those useful. It's just a pain to try and clip them. So, hey, here we go. This is a nice little animation here. Oh, I like it. And for those of you who don't know, you know what we can do? It's time to shake the 3DS and get it going. That one isn't quite as happening as the other one. The other one, like, everything moved. This one, the Bowser's head bob is a little disconcerting. I'm just, you know. Oh, whoa. Look at this. So, okay. That Princess Toadstools are rocking. And then Bowser. This is weird. That's so weird. I Little says you should learn to play guitar with your toes. There are people who do. Yeah. Man. And from what I understand, they're hardened skin like the hardening in Attack on Titan. Uh-oh. We have another friend here who likes Attack on Titan. Hiram, you're going to be into that together. But anyway, here we go. Shake It, Dash says. And Hiram says, I watched some YouTube videos of people getting their ingrown toenails removed, and they use some form of acid to kill the nails at the roots. Interesting. Mordred says, fair enough. I got to get going, though, so I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll stop by whenever I can. Mordred, you're always welcome. Thank you for sharing. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And, yeah, look forward to seeing you again, whether it's in this stream or when I get to hang out with Geeks, Freaks, and video games. So do good and be well, my friend. Thank you for that follow. All right. Here we go. There's spiky balls. Oi, oi. Oh no, wrong place. And Hiram says bye, people who are leaving. Wait, oof. Oh, just want to get up this way. Come on. All right, I guess not. All right, well, I'm sure I could have done it, but... Oh, hello. That's exactly what I wanted right there. And, oh boy. I mean, that's not what I want, but I can do this. And then up. This is kind of a fun little section, actually. And I Little says, well, I got to get back to work. My break is over. I Little, thank you for hanging out. And you also do good and be well. And I'll catch you next time. And, yes, lovely having you all hang out for as long as you could have. As long as you were able. That's one thing I always appreciate is when people, even if it's just a quick hello, are able to pop in and say something. It doesn't have to be a whole long visit, but just you saying hello does mean a lot. It makes these a lot more fun. I get to see friendly faces and people that I've enjoyed getting to know. And I do frequently think about everyone that I've encountered through this wonderful world of streaming. Because it's been a very fun opportunity to get to know people that I met through Twitch, you know. Otherwise, whoa, hello. Woo! Otherwise, I wouldn't have had an opportunity to do that. Should I go through the cannon first? Probably. Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I was supposed to go through the pipe. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, and then I gotta go through this again. Ah, they getcha. There we go. Now I could do that, or I could do this. So I think this is gonna be more fun. Oh, almost. I was just a little bit shy of the 1-up. Oh well. I'll take it. That was kind of cool. All right. This is the final world, so if we beat this, you'll have seen the whole game on here, which will be cool. Obviously, we didn't 100% it, but that's okay. We can still say that we've beaten this game on stream, and that's what I like to showcase. I do need to, thank you for that, Dash. I do need to update my backloggery. I have not updated that in ages. In fact, I need to update my website too, but I do need to update my backloggery because there have been several games actually we've completed and several that we've played that I need to add to the list here. Oh no! No! Still whistles, I forgive you not 100%. Or is it you forgive me for not 100%ing it? You either completely don't forgive me, or you can forgive me for not 100%ing the game. Could be either way. And yes, in some games there is like a World 9. I think this one, it is actually all 8, if I remember correctly. I've beaten it before, but it's been a hot minute. Up we go. And back we go. And a 1-up, I'll take that. Okay. Hey, how's it go? Oh, you're supposed to give me coins, not harass me like that, bud. There we go. I'll take those. Take them off your hands. You don't need them. I got stuck in the World 9 in Super Mario Brothers Wii, or New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Yeah, there's a lot of Mario games where the extra stuff I've not completed. I'll admit that. And I believe, well, this is one example, right? Oh, no! See, again, that 3D. I thought I was jumping in a safe spot, but I guess I did not. There we go. Oh, hello. I didn't even need that too. That's the worst part. Ah! Speaking of trying to jump onto things. No! Well, that happened. Here. Nope. Can't. Course selection. We'll go back. Return to the course selection. Let's come back. Alright. Oh, you didn't see that because of the screen I was on. But yeah, I was trying to get back to the course selection. It wouldn't let me because I was mid-jump. Which I think is fair. I'm actually glad that this game allows you to reset. You just have to be in a position where you're not in action because they assume, well, you could pause if you're about to get splatted. And you sort of game the system that way. Not that lives really matter. I mean, they kind of do, but it's kind of just an extra... a thing. It's a thing that's there. It doesn't really change the dynamics of the game. So, I'm alright with it. Boom. That's the way we do that. Okay. Every coin in all levels as well. That's a tricky thing. I don't think I've ever done that. Like in Super Mario 64. Oh my gosh, it's such a big thing to try and get like all the, what is it, 100 coins? Not again. I knew that was gonna happen too. Yeah. I think in Super Mario 64 DS, I did that. Because I guess I didn't have the same realization as to the importance of my time. No. But I didn't, man, that's... Oh, no! Terrifying. My heart is in my chest right now. Ah! Come back. No! I wanted to be there. Well, that's no fun. No fair. How long am I planning on streaming for, Harem asks. A very excellent question. Honestly, right now it's 11:30 my time. And I would like to stream kind of as long as I can today. Because I've got an opportunity to. Dark Solid X, yes. Unfortunate indeed. I know you and I were talking about chatting afterwards. And I'm definitely down for it. But I don't really know my end time. Usually I go, 2 hours. Well, we've passed that. I would consider 3 hours to be a, kind of a good length for when I'm planning a stream. It's like 2 hours is what I always say. 3 hours is good. 4 hours is a long stream. 5 hours, which is what we did last time, is a very long stream. And I could see this one being a very long stream. Right now at 2, so that would mean, yeah, I think we could maybe go close to that. Probably about, let's see. So I started 9. Yeah. I think we could probably make it. Oh, you know what, though? If we made it a 5-hour stream, you're going to go head off for like 30 minutes. No worries, Harem. Go for it. Take a break. You don't want to deal with this lummox the whole time. Right now, you can see on this screen that I am about halfway through, or almost halfway through. This is the level that will mark halfway through the final world here. So I'm excited. 11:30 now, so stream till 11:30. Solid says no. No. I definitely can't do that. Yeah, and we'll catch you later, Harem. Ooh, it's little soapy bubbles. Little soapy bubbles in cardboard. Oh, hello. Belying a rather tricky level. Alright. Oh, I don't have my raccoon tail. Boo. This is a neat looking stage, though. And those bubbles are really kind of confusing, but you think this is where Yoshi's Crafty World was in part inspired? Or Labo? Nintendo just nails stuff like this. I love the whole look of it. I'm not going to get all those. Oh, hello. But I'll take that, yes. Oh, there's shells. Oh, boy. There we go. Boom. Up we go. And I do like these stages. They're, oh boy. Awful is what they are. They're awful stages. Not really, but that was a little bit scary. Not thinking it was going to go that way, although I'm glad it was going that way. And then I got to go this way, I guess. Oh, hello. Hello. And then I gotta go this way. Boom! 1 up. Hey, not so bad. Harem's gonna be here. Just have the stream muted while watching. No worries. You enjoy that YouTube video. Alright. Another one done. And then let's go on to the next level here. Ooh, it's a ghost house. I dislike these tremendously. I've just never really been a fan of ghost houses. These are okay, I guess, but, especially the 2D ones, where they're more puzzly. mean, these are puzzly too at times, but I don't really like the puzzle elements of Mario as much as I like the just straight platforming. And so I feel like sometimes these are unnecessary hurdles. I just want to get going with my puzzling, or with my platforming, I mean. Whee! I don't know, does anyone else feel that way? Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Oh, you! Oh, you. Can I? There we go. Okay. Then we're going to go this way. Ooh. You know what I didn't ask is, for those of you who enjoyed the 3DS, have a 3DS, did you play this game? Is this one that you had on your system or had a copy of? Ooh, yeah. Wahoo! Oh, this is one of those areas. Okay, hello. Oh, I remember this one now. These ghosts are so creepy. I love that the Mario ghosts are like almost grinning. It actually is a little like the Luma in the Super Mario Brothers movie, where it's like, oh, hello, hello. I wanted that, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Nope, that's okay. I'd rather be alive right now, or have my have my ability. And PFC Stelwell says, I did thoroughly enjoyed. Yes, that Luma. Or no, this game. That's what you had. Thoroughly enjoyed this game. The Luma, though, as almost off-putting as it was, at first I wasn't sure how to feel, but then I was like, you know what? It's kind of funny. And Ms. Mana liked it. I was like, yeah, it was pretty humorous. But yeah, no, I'm glad. So you had this game and enjoyed it. I got balloons. Why not? Why not? Okay. Officially halfway done with the final world. All right. Go back in here. And away we go. Ooh. I like the look right off the bat. And it's one of these ones. These are always kind of fun. Oh, hello. So I got to go this way first and then this way. This is what gave me some hassle in Super Mario 3D World, if you remember. Having not actually played for a while, I was a little bit confused. The other area where this was confusing was in Bowser's Fury. They have a lot of platform sections like that, where you have to get through an area and take out some enemies. And that's tough because your inclination is to jump on the enemies, but if you do that, everything changes, and so it's like, oh no. No! No! Q Bon Jovi. Oh, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer, aren't we? Oh my gosh. That's rough. All right, let's focus. Let's focus our Mario energies here. Boom. Like so. Oh! Whoa, living on a prayer. That's right. It is funny. I was looking at some studio headphones that are wireless now. They make a pair of wireless studio headphones that are apparently, well, they're for studio playing. They're for live studio playing. So they're supposed to be low latency enough that... Oh! Darn. They're supposed to be low latency enough that you're supposed to be able to be playing music with someone else, which is exactly what I would want for my monitoring of my stream. And you might think it's strange, but I do monitor my live voice. The reason is because then I know exactly what you hear. I hear the final mix going out to the stream, and I know that everything that you hear, oh man, is fairly well balanced. And so it makes a difference, I think. And anyways, so if you ever wondered why I do that, those are my reasons. And many people don't, and you don't have to technically. I just find it helpful. There have been times where I've noticed that guests' audio is too loud or too soft compared to mine. And have you ever been in a stream, I'm guessing you have, where the audio balance is just off? And, one of the things I learned early on in streaming, and this was a tip that I actually heard, and something I intuited but didn't have words for, people can overlook video. Really. It could be laggy, it could be low resolution, it could be a lower frame rate. People are fairly willing to forgive those things. But audio is the key. That's the most important factor of live streaming. If you don't have the audio down, then people are going to check out. So, something that I've always took to heart, something that I definitely think up-and-coming streamers should consider. What is your strategy for audio, and how are you going to make sure that you have good audio? And sometimes don't overthink it. One of the things that Oh, Moxio says, true, and you have great audio, by the way. Thank you so much. And Dash says, ooh, those sound like cool headphones, and it's a good point. The thing about those headphones, by the way, is I didn't tell you the price, and they are expensive, so they are priced out of my ability to get them, at least anytime soon. But it's still a thought. The technology will only improve, so hopefully we'll get some good wireless headphones eventually that can be used with no latency. But yeah, have you ever been in a stream? This happened to me just yesterday, or not yesterday. This is a couple days ago, but I happened to pop my head in the stream, and it was a great stream, great streamer and everything, but I couldn't actually hear the streamer. I could hear their guest, and I kept saying, there's something wrong with your audio. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I keep trying to figure it out, but I think maybe it's a glitch, or maybe there's an issue with OBS, or, something like that. And I said, well, I think what it is, I think it's your noise gate, because it was that telltale sign. They'd pop in and out, and they were saying, yeah, maybe it's something wrong with my mic. I have to get close to the mic for it to pick up. I said, and I said, I don't think I have a noise gate on. Thankfully, the person they were streaming with had was also a streamer and had a knowledge of OBS and whatnot. So I just suggested, I said, well, that might be something worth looking into. And the guest said, let's do this right now. And had a great idea, which was to check the OBS filters on the mic. And lo and behold, there was a noise gate on there. Well, the problem with those noise gates is you have to really dial them in. There's a YouTuber I follow too, and he's really quite good. But he has a very aggressive noise gate. And a lot of these things, these tools, people hear about them and think, oh, they're the magic that I need to have good audio. Actually, I'll tell you what. You start with a good signal. The best trick and that's true, Dash. Discord does this too. The best trick for audio, and Solid, thank you for your comment. Best trick for audio is get a decent mic. This is a $50 mic, okay? It's not top of the line. but it's a decent mic. And it is run through a $100 mixer, so, factor that in. But for about $100, you can get a good USB mic. Or you can, you could probably for about $100, and I would recommend this, get a good XLR mic and a mixer, an audio interface. Start with a good mic. Start with a mic that's fairly close to you. You don't want it too far away. Listen to this. This is the radio voice, right? I do back off a little bit. I keep it about here to avoid plosives and not need a pop filter. But if I ever want to get that real nice deep voice, you get close to the mic. So whatever you start with is the key. You want to start with something good. I don't have, a fan blowing into the mic. I keep this area quiet as best I can. I'm using headphones, so there's no audio that's being played back. All those things matter. Start with that. If you have a normal room, and I'd say this is a fairly normal room. I haven't done any sound treatment in it. If you have a normal room, I would almost say, yes, still exactly, yeah. And today on NPR, if you have a normal room, I would say don't use a noise filter. Noise filters, what a noise filter or noise gate does is the deep dulcet tones. A noise gate says when an audio, when a wave file or a waveform, an audio waveform is at a certain threshold, then this gate opens and will let the audio through. So the way that people use it is, let's say, you're in a situation where maybe a crowded environment, noisy environment, and you've got multiple people speaking, and so each with their own mic and each with their own noise gate, so that you kind of disable the other sounds while the person is speaking. That might be an example of using it appropriately. Or at church, we have it set up on some of the things. So, the ambo mic, it has a noise gate, so that only when somebody is speaking at the ambo will it pick up anything. And so the rest of the stuff that's just the noise in the church won't feed into that mic. That's an example in a live environment. Those are good uses, but anytime you have a aggressive noise gate, meaning it clicks in very quickly and cuts out really quickly, or you have it in a somewhat medium to noisy environment, something like a lot of fans in the background, and you just hear like if your noise floor is at a certain threshold already, what happens is you hear this. Let me try and give you an example. I'm gonna hop out of this. We're gonna do a little something. Let me see. I'll showcase this. Hopefully this makes sense. So if I were to go, let me first. Yeah, we're gonna mute the audio behind us. Okay. Now, actually, I'm gonna let you listen. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Listen, I have a pretty noisy mic. Do you hear that? This is a condenser mic. It picks up a lot. It's a very natural sound. Part of the naturalness of it is that it's picking up the room sound. We always hear through our ears all the reverberations around us. So the condenser mic in this big pickup pattern is picking up a lot of the room noise, and you hear that little bit of it's almost like a shh. All right, that's there. Now, people say, well, I don't want that. Well, it's okay. It's natural. Have you ever stopped to go, oh, I hear that. Oh, that's really annoying. You might now because I'm pointing it out. But listen, if I mute, when I go like this, it's open. You can hear it. When I go like this, it's muted. Okay, so you're hearing some of that. Now, what would happen if, and I'm going to sort of simulate a noise gate that's very aggressive here by muting myself when I'm done with a conversation. So it would be like, I don't know if I'll do this well. I haven't practiced this, but something like, here's my sentence. I'm talking. The noise gate's going to cut off really quickly when I'm, and now it's going to come back in when I'm ready, and then it's going to cut off when I'm done. And now it's going to come back in, and it's going to cut off when I'm done. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this, and it just stops really abruptly. Now compare that to, and here's the sound, and then it's going to stop when I'm done. Here's the sound, and it's going to stop when I'm done. Here's the sound, and it's going to stop when I'm done. It just sounds more natural. So those aggressive noise gates can be a little off-putting because you know it, you hear it. You're like, well, something's going on. Something artificial is happening. It can't be that quiet in the room. The ambient white noise, it's just there. And look, admittedly, if I could get a little bit quieter mic, someday I will. Or it's part of the signal chain. If I can quiet that, great. But I've found that the noise gate is not the solution to this. The noise gate really actually makes the problem more obvious. And what happens is then you hear, instead of hearing the voice as natural within an environment that has white noise, your brain hears the voice and the white noise, meaning the voice doesn't sound as natural because all of a sudden this white noise that's not there when the person's not talking is present with the voice, and it changes the way we hear and perceive the voice. So that is my little short TED Talk on noise gates and why pretty much nobody... Look, as a general rule, I kind of think that unfortunately with streaming, audio is one of those things. I'm not a pro by any stretch of the imagination, but my suggestion is unless you really are an expert on these things or have someone help you who is an expert, my suggestion is just don't use some of these tools, these audio tools. The best, most natural sounds are going to be just a good signal chain. So put your effort into getting close to the mic. And oh God, good, Dash. I'm glad that I wasn't sure. I don't know if people know this or not, but my suggestion: get a good signal change from the start. Get a mic that's good and close to you, and then don't fiddle with the other stuff. Maybe equalization, like I do have my bass turned up a slight bit and treble down a slight bit. But very slight equalization. But otherwise, everything else can get you into trouble. So noise gates can be too aggressive and can be off-putting for people unless done well. Usually, basically what you want a noise gate for are scenarios where a person's not going to even notice it. But as soon as somebody notices the noise gate, we notice it. We may not be able to say what it is, but we notice it. Then the noise gate has lost its effectiveness. It's really not a tool for the way people think of it. Because what happens, again, people think it's like, oh, I'm eliminating the extra noise in my mic. But you're not. You're only eliminating it when you're quiet, which actually heightens our awareness of it when you talk. So you're actually accomplishing the opposite of your goal because people think, I'm trying to clean up my signal. You're not. The other thing you can do is rely on post processing to fix up your signal. When, again, get close to your mic and you're good. But the two things, that I see a lot of streamers do that I would just suggest that you rethink is that noise gate and pop filters. And I crack up with pop filters, and I get it. I've got a couple of pop filters. You notice I don't use one. And sometimes it's because I want to get close to the mic. But you'll notice when I get close to the mic, I don't go like this. I actually tilt my head a little bit, so I'm close to the mic, but my plosives aren't going in the mic. But notice how close I am to the mic. What cracks me up, and this happens a lot too, I see with people starting out. They get their fancy mic, so they go, oh, I need a pop filter. I see all the the cool streamers using it. So they either have the pop filter like right here against the mic, so literally they're like right there. Well, the pop filter, air goes through the pop filter. Otherwise, you won't get a good audio. You're putting a wall in front of the mic. So my suggestion is if you get a pop filter, don't put it right up against the mic. That defeats the entire purpose. It's like it absolutely doesn't do anything. But then the other thing that I love is when people's have their mics like this. I'll move this. Sorry if you get a little bit of noise here, but they'll have their mic like their mic's over here, or you know, their mic's over like this. Okay, off to the side, maybe over here, and they've got a pop filter right here. Where are the plosives gonna come from? No plosives. The mic is way out of range of where you would need a pop filter. There's absolutely no. What's gonna happen? And they've got a pop filter, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Or like a mic overhead mic and a pop filter. I'm like, you don't need it. It does nothing. The plosives. That's what a pop filter for. It's literally in the name. It's for the pops, which are plosives when we speak. People are laughing because I'm getting really up. I'm really getting very, very adamant about this. But the thing is that, yeah, it's when we speak and we say P sounds and sounds that have quick explosions of and expulsions of air. That's what a pop filter is designed to eliminate by diverting the air. It's not to filter out pop music. No, still well. Although maybe sometimes those might be useful on Twitch. It's for those plosives that we have. And so unless the mic is right in front of you where the air could go into the mic, then the filter there, the pop filter, is designed, and if you look at it, it's a mesh. The cheap ones are like literally like a nylon mesh. And so what happens is the air hits it and it disperses. It's like, putting powdered sugar through a sifter, right? The powdered sugar comes in the sifter, it spreads it out and sprays it out. That's kind of what the mesh is doing. Or the metal ones, actually, if you look at them, are designed and molded in such a way that the... There you go, Dash. It might be for that too, actually. The mesh goes through... The wire mesh has an angle to it. So actually, it diverts the air straight down or straight up, depending on how you have it, or to the side, depending on how you put it in there. But it diverts the air from going directly into the diaphragm of the microphone. Also, by the way, do you see this? All of this right here, this mesh? That's actually also really designed for the same thing as well. You already have a pop filter, sort of. The every mic that has some kind of mesh around it like that, around the capsule, has that in order to avoid some of those pops and things. I don't know if I can show this. I thought I had it here. Hold on a second. Did I not? I thought I had a flashlight here. Let me see if I can find a flashlight. You know what? This will work. Okay. So it's like a what, Falcon? So it's like a glove compartment adjuster. Oh, I don't know about that. You've stumped me. Let me see if I can show you this. I'm going to go ahead and go back into this screen for a second and see if I can shine a light through here. Okay, so let's see if I can show this here. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There. You see that? There. Do you see that ball in there? That's the diaphragm. That's what's picking up my voice, not this grill around it. Look at how much of a room there is there. Do you see that? Did y'all know that? Did you ever know that? Josh says, yep. So, anyways, that's my TED Talk, part 2. So, in summation, if you're getting started with streaming, probably just avoid a noise gate altogether, and avoid a pop filter. It's not. It's an unnecessary thing to get. No, wait, the pop filter keeps your dad out of the stream. I figured it out. Still says, I love it. I love it. Moxio says, I know that because I had to take apart my mic to get rid of an annoying LED. Oh, Moxio, good call. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Good thinking there. Yeah. So a lot of the mics now have those LEDs. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why. It seems like it's unnecessary, but I mean, it's kind of cool. I guess people like lights. I have LED lights behind me, so what am I saying? And Falcon, thank you. Falcon says it's a joke of that type of thing that some people will try to sell you, making you think you need it, but you don't. A glove compartment adjuster is a joke among car salespeople. Thank you. I didn't get that, but I kind of was picking up on what you're saying, but that wasn't something I was familiar with. So thank you for sharing that with me and helping me to know that. Oh, and by the way, if you recall, we did mute the audio for this, which there's a couple ways that you can do this. Electrical tape works. You can just go hard cuts with the mute like I did when I unmuted it, or faders are your friend because then it's a nice subtle fade in. In fact, you'll notice, and that was probably pretty smooth, right? Pretty subtle. And you can fade out that way too, right? And you don't even notice it. That's why it's called a fader. You'll notice something else I do when I come back. I'll actually do this. I'm going to mute myself by fading out so you don't hear the ground floor. When I do it like that, you don't hear a sudden stop, and it's a little more subtle. So I fade out. And hello, how are you doing? I usually fade in with something like that because then again, it obscures the fact that I'm fading the audio or that it's suddenly the audio is kicking back in a little bit. It's not, and sometimes I do it better than other times, but just a little something I'm sharing. But right now we're on World 8 and we're at Bowser. Kind of slick, Moxio says, thank you. Okay. So those are a few little tricks I like to use, and I suggest, I share with you. So hope you're all doing well, and I hope that is interesting information for you. And here we go with the bows. With the bows. Ooh. Kamek right there. I don't love that. Right off the bat, we got trouble, my friends, right here in Koopa City. Oh my golly. Oh no, I didn't want that to happen. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh, there's stuff everywhere. Oh, whoa, hello. Woo! Oh, there's a coin down there. Wait, I could get that one. Woo! Scary. Mixel says, what capture card do you use? Would be nice to get one. You know what? I have several different capture cards. But the one that I actually capture my gameplay with, now, and actually, let me get some clarification here. Do you mean specifically the capture card built into my new 2DS XL, or are you talking about just the general capture card? Yeah, Onion Kid. Yep, this is with original hardware right here. Oh boy, welcome on in. Oh boy, I want that, but I don't think I'm gonna go for it. Not right now, anyway. Don't think I want it that badly. But yeah, it means I can capture it there. Like, I can go around like so, right? It's kind of cool. Onion Kid, good to see you. Yeah, this actually has a built-in capture card that I ordered from Germany. And what they did here, I guess I can show you. So you mean an actual card, so I'll go ahead and do that. But Onion Kid, welcome on in. Some new folks here. Nice to see you. This is the back of my 2DS XL, and you'll notice right there, actually right underneath the area with the RF sensor, there is a micro USB cable slot that was installed there. And so that's how I am able to output the signal to the computer, get that captured. But I actually use the cheap $7, HDMI to USB capture card that you can get on Amazon and eBay. It's sometimes you get them dirt cheap, like $7 for 2 of them. They're super cheap. I also do have an Elgato Cam Link. That's what I use for my camera. And I will say there is a difference. The Cam Link is superior. It has better color and better sharpness than the cheap ones. But, I mean, I think the cheap ones work just fine, and you can't argue with the costs. So, welcome back, Harem. Good to see you here. So, yeah, so my thought is, go with whatever works for you. Oh, there's Princess Peach. This is Toadstool. Go with the cheap one to start, because you can always get a couple of those. And then, if you've got a couple of cheap ones as like a backup or something that you want to, use for a special stream where you might be capturing multiple sources, you can always use it that way. So anyway, that's just a little suggestion. Oh boy. Onion Kid says, does it have Twilight menu or something like that? I don't know what that is, actually, but there is a capture software that came with the card, and I just install that on my computer, and then I just capture my computer screen. Darn. That's tricky, actually. The way that I have my setup, because I'm a dual PC streamer, if I ever am streaming games that are on the PC, I just simply capture them on... I will go for this one. Why not? There we go. That wasn't so bad. I'll just capture them on my streaming laptop. So what I did is I put the mirror software on my PC, and I basically do the same thing. I just capture it through the... yes, Harem, I deserve that. I capture it through I have another one of those $7 capture cards. I have one of those that links to an HDMI hub where I keep all of my my consoles hooked up. And then I have another one that goes directly from my PC. And so those $7 capture cards are really handy. And if you want to get into streaming, that's part of my recommendation for a beginner's toolbox of streaming is get the $7 capture cards. And in terms of microphones, I'm always going to suggest an XLR and audio input or mixer. But you can get some pretty inexpensive ones along with some really cool, cool. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so distracted with Bowser here. You can get some really cool components that will last you for lots of different uses. Oh darn. So yeah, don't worry about getting like the top of the line stuff to start. If you get those components that you can expand upon later, it's real handy. So I look for XLR mics because you can always use those for music. They retain their value. You can always sell them later if you decide that streaming isn't your thing and you don't have a use for it. Harem, I deserve that. And yeah, and basically just in general, you can, XLR cables, mixers, all that's real handy. So that's my suggestion for you. If you're getting started, a couple of those cheap capture cards. Ooh, that was close. I didn't think I was going to make that. And that. And if you have a headset, headsets are not bad, especially for starting. So if you want to get going with a headset, you might as well. But here we go. Ooh, you watched the new Avatar. How did you like it, Aram? I haven't seen it yet. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit better on this one. Oh boy. Come on, Bowsy. Come on. Woohoo! There we go. That's what I needed to do. You might watch it again before you go to work, Aram says. Hey, we just potentially beat Bowser? I don't know. I mean, he's in the lava. Are we gonna see the princess? Interesting. Come on. What are we gonna get? Oh, there's Princess Toadstool. Peach. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, back to work because you've been on holiday this week. Gotcha, Harem. Oh, yes. Mixel says, I do have a decent mic and headphones already, but thanks. See, there you go. There you go. No worries. I was just, you know, in general, not just for you, but in general for people who are interested in streaming. Uh-oh. Well, we need to go in search of the princess. Here we go. It was a clever ruse, Dash says. Oh, how they got us. Huh. But away we go. Jumping into the lava? Where were we jumping, Mario? What are you thinking here? What's the game plan? What are you attempting here? Save complete. What's the thing? Okay, some more levels. It's not a world 9, but it sort of is. But that was a short world before, so see, it makes sense. Okay. Away we go. More levels. We'll beat this. We'll beat this before the end of the stream. That was my goal. I wanted to try and beat the game, at least. And then maybe we'll do something different. You know, I hate to admit it, because we've kept to pretty much Mario the entire time. But do you know what I've really kind of been thinking would be fun to stream, of all things, is we haven't played Fortnite in a long time, so I don't know. Ooh, I want that. Yes, please. Come on. I love these mechanics. This is so cool. All right. Stillwell. How many pennies would you have then, huh, Stillwell? Just wondering. Hopefully not more than one. Oh, Destiny. I've heard good things about that game. I've not yet played it, but Dash, that's one that you've played, right? Oh, hello. Why did I think I could do that? I thought, you know, that red coin was there. I thought I was safe. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. And that's what I wanted. All right. Take that. Oh, what? That's an example. I would have thought that I could have been, you know, that I was in line with that. But without 3D, it was hard to tell. Anyway. Is 5 pennies too much? Arguably. Stillwell, I think it might be a bit too much. I hate to say this. You're a good pal, but see, look at that. Yep, I did play it for a while. Definitely fun with friends, but does get expensive if you want to be subscribed and get the new content. Fair. That's how a lot of games these days are, you know? Unfortunately. It just, you know, all these games as services, it's like, a few are fun. I can go for a few, but, you know, I don't have the bandwidth or the money for too many of them. And I think some games really do that because they think they're going to make more money that way, when I feel that actually it compromises the game as a whole. Some games just really shouldn't be that way. And then some games go that route and get a new life, and it sort of defeats my argument, but I think the games would be better if they weren't. Like, Kirby's Dream Buffet is super fun, and it was a one-time download. And compare that to, like, Fall Guys, which I know there's been a lot of comparison with between those two games. Fall Guys, I originally got as a standalone game, but I do feel like it is better as... Oh, this is interesting. I was wondering how that worked. I think it's better at like Dream Buffet as a standalone game, but it's been more successful once it went free to play. Probably because it didn't really have the draw before, and people didn't want to spend the money for it, which is unfortunate. Don't like that I'm tiny right now. Yeah. No, it's tough. Hey, yay! Fallen Order has finished downloading. Awesome. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Boom. There we go. All right. Love that. We only got one coin, though. Hopefully we'll have enough for the final. We may have to go searching for some more. World 7 has a star. Does that mean I've gotten all of the coins in it? Maybe. I don't know. We had enough for this, so that's good. Oh, was it just one more level and then this? I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe. Maybe, but away we go. World 8 with Bowser. This has been fun. I'm really enjoying this stream, everyone. It's been a good daytime stream. It's kind of creepy. No? Yeah. It's kind of creepy. Oh, it's got a little tail. It's got a little raccoon tail. That's funny. It's a nice little... Ooh. Ooh. I was about to say it's a nice little roller coaster ride, and then, oh my gosh. So yeah, curious to know, for those of you who've been asking about streaming, do you stream? Does any, you know, we've got some new people around here. I hope that you're enjoying yourself, and if you've got any questions, feel free to let me know. If you like what you see, please consider a follow. If you're a streamer and I don't know it, please let me know. I'd love to know. It's a... Oh gosh, I messed that up. It's a flattened Bowser, lol. Jack Black, if you want to call him. It is. Oh, that's funny. Jack Black. Jack Black did a great job. I really think he nailed the part. Gotta get out of the way of that fireball. I'm still here, Animate Barrel. Yes, indeedy. Specifically to hang out with you. I said I'll go a little bit longer because I know that I don't always get a chance to hang out with some folks. For fans of Dry Bones, we present Dry Bowser. Nice dash. Woo, it's the Unidab. There we go. Boop and boop. There we go. Oh boy. Oh. This way. Oh, we got a Dry Bones right there. Oh, I couldn't jump because we're moving up. Oh, man. Still haven't watched the movie, sadly, Ham says. You'll have to. It's fun. Stupid job, Animate Braille says. Oh, man. But yeah, for fans of Dry Bowser, we present Flat Bowser. That's good, Dash. You know what Animate Brawl says. Yeah, I'm glad I can do a little bit longer stream. It's been really nice. So for anyone who, oh boy, anyone who has work and has been juggling things and coming in during breaks and things, thank you so much. Really? Oh, Animate Brawl says, I need a new job. This one is exhausting. I'm sorry. You have seemed more tired. And maybe it's also just, coinciding with being able to be, present less. There was a time where, you were around quite a bit, and I'm sure it was, tied. Oh, no. Sure it was tied to being more free in your work. I want to become a potter, not the wizard kind, Animate Braille says. Oh, that'd be so cool. Yeah, a plant potter, I'm guessing here. Or making pots in pottery? I don't know. I don't know how that works, because actually, maybe a potter means someone who makes the pots for plants. Either way, I know that the pottery classes have been really very, very nice for you. Doesn't pay as well as my job, though. See, I pushed a button I didn't mean to push, sorry. See, I feel like that's the thing, there are so many jobs that we feel called to, but we can't take because there's not money, a sustainability in it. And I think that's just such a shame because, there are people with talents that don't get to be used in that situation. And I don't know what to do with that. I've done some minimal exploring of political systems and thought a little bit about some of these things, but I really don't have a solution. It just seems strange to me that we have a system where people's natural gifts and learned gifts don't get well utilized, and the work that we do sometimes, or maybe for many people oftentimes, is the work that we feel we have to do because it's the only thing that can sustain our families, our interests, our hobbies. So it gets messy. What? Lame. The Derp of Mana strikes again. Harem, you're right. Dash is watching on my phone while working on the computer, happy to multitask. It suits me and my ADHD. Animate Barrel says to Dash, my therapist asked me when I was diagnosed with ADHD very casually, and I blinked and said, never? Lol. So, I wonder. I've never either. I don't know if I do or don't or what. I don't know. People are interesting and different, and I don't know. I like to think Ubi would allow a lot of people to pursue their passions more. UBI? UBI? Like Ubisoft? No, actually, I really don't know. I don't know. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's the way we win that one. There we go. Back into this. Let me just take a quick moment. There's a line in a great Crazy Ex-Girlfriend song. Sure, your parents might think you're a failure, but no one's ever said, first let's kill all the Taylors. What? Oh, universal basic income. There we go. Thank you. That's what that is. Moxio and Animate Braille both sharing that. See, that's how out of this I am. I don't know. But yeah. No, I think actually, the song is called Don't Be a Lawyer. No, oh golly. Yeah, I mean, there's gotta be solutions out there, and we gotta be gotta be willing to try some things, I think, is part of the problem. It's like, why do we have to be so beholden to the idea that we are right, that we overlook when things aren't working and are afraid to try something different? And I get it. It's human nature in part, and I am susceptible to that at times as well, but let's see if I go like so. Oh, nope, we want to aim right in there, right in the middle. I goofed. I done goofed. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is where stuff's happening. Apparently, animate barrel. What? Oh, this is funny here. Hold on a second. So, an animate barrel says to Dash, there was a question on the ADHD questionnaire she gave me. Did you effectively compensate with your intelligence? Fair. Kimball Donald is in the house, a family-friendly streamer and friend of the channel, and someone who you should definitely check out. We're going to give Kimball Donald a big old shout-out here and an Insta-follow. There we go. Kimball Donald. Boom. Big Spelunky fan. As you know, we're fans here of Spelunky. Call it my comfort food game. Still need to play more Spelunky too. There's a link that you can click on right there in the chat. You don't even have to go anywhere. Give Donnie a follow there. And I don't know about your comment there. Super Mario 3D Land, more like Super Mario 3D Bland. I don't know, man. I don't know if we can continue this charade. It's a Super Mario 3D Land because it's amazing, but it is better on I think the 3DS with the 3D effect completely up. So, you know, there's that. But anyway, there we go. We got a follow right on. Donnie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, hanging in there and all that good stuff. And happy Easter to you, by the way. And here, I'm going to see if I can just line this up ever so slightly. Boom. And voila. And it's one of the few games where the 3D enhanced. I'd say, in fact, this game, it's like you need the 3D. It's so good. And the way that they utilized it was brilliant. It's core to the experience. But it's a good game nonetheless, you know, even in 2D. Oh, thanks, Donnie. But that said, we don't have that option, playing with the capture card, and I can't show it to you like that. Ooh, what's this? Ah. Mario! Ooh. Ooh. The return of the Tanuki suit makes it fun regardless. Yes. Because this came out before New Super Mario Land, or New Super Mario Brothers 2, right? Oh, snap. Look at Mario just kind of floating around. That's kind of funny. Mario, you be in trouble right now. That is lava at the bottom of this. Who builds a castle with just lava underneath it like that? Anyway, nonsense. Oh, there's stuff happening here. I don't love this stuff happening. Oh! Donnie says, I think so, hard to recall. I don't fully remember, but I want to say that it did, because I think they were trying to highlight the 3D effects, and the new Super Mario Brothers 2, you know, it did some unique things with the effects, but it really didn't highlight it. And I think this was also a big deal because it was like, oh, the Tanuki suit's back, and yeah. And for all I know, they used some of the models from here in New Super Mario Brothers 2. Actually, that would be my guess, to be honest. Hello. What are we, DK now? Come on, Bowser. Stay in your lane. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Whee! Oh, hello. Hello. Come on, what's it gonna be? That's what I thought. Oh, hello. I don't love that. I don't love this. I don't... Okay. I sort of goofed. But sort of not, because... But he had a jump. That's kind of funny. Aram says, I was just about to mention this isn't DK and you beat me to it. Oh, man. Nice 3-point landing, Bowser Dash says. Oof, gotta work on those floors, though. Yeah. That's good, Dash. I like it. Yeah, so we're in the final level. I believe this is actually the final level. It's a cool boss fight. Oof. I really do like all of these breaking platforms and just the verticality of these boss fights. I think, was it New Super Mario Brothers Wii that had a, albeit side-scrolling, vertical platforming fight? Or maybe it was actually the original New Super Mario Brothers. But I remember some of these boss fights being delightful. Ah, we got a Bowser. This reminds me of in Mickey Mania, the Moose Chase. Hello. Hello. Take that. So long, King Bowser. Oh. Oh. Add insult to injury. Oh, man. Oh. Stinks to be you. We had the one where you run from a giant Bowser. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember which one was which. Yeah, I remember that now. Thanks, McShoal. Oh my gosh, yeah. Man, Dry Bowser, Flat Bowser, DK Bowser, so many new varieties of Bowser. We haven't even gotten to Cat Bowser. Oh, that was a nice touch. Why did I install all those buttons? Dash says. Good question. You know, Bowser, get with it, man. Get with it. Oh, good music. Lovely. All right, my friends. This is a finale. I love it. Thank you so much. And good music, good tunes, just good fun all around. I really do like this game. As if you couldn't tell already, it's a fun one. It's just, I mean, that music is rocking. Yeah, all around, good stuff. And just the screen here with any text. So look at Bowser on top of the Goombas. So goofy. Yeah, I've really, it's been a while since I played a bunch of Mario, and I've been in this big Mario kick, and it's just been a blast. I keep telling myself that eventually I would like to go through the series, like the franchise. But, and maybe we'll revisit and come back to some of the ones we've done before, too. You know, I have my favorites. Everyone does. But Moxio is right. That's a lot of Mario. And Falcon, thank you so much for that. And Dash, I'm glad it was fun. I really enjoyed this. It was only 2 parts, I think, to beat the game, actually. Longer streams, but we did it. Oh. Are we ready for this? I believe we have the ability. It's so goofy, but I love it. I love it. I can't help but love that. That's so good. It's a Tanuki tree. Oh my word. It's so good. It's so good. Sitting in a tree during a mana windstorm seems unsafe. Oh, you're probably right. Oh.
Help me.
Oh no. Oh, no. All right. Well, friends, that's that right there. Now, we did see the thing pop up. You forgot Luigi. Poor Luigi. He always gets left out of things. Oh, no, Luigi. So, as you can see, well, here, let's look at our records. How did we do? Ah, see, there's a pipe. There's a pipe. There's more stuff to do. Lives lost 84. We definitely didn't do super hot on that. And we have seen, unfortunately, the Tanuki box, the special super suit Tanuki box, whatever that we call that. So that means that we won't be able to go in and do more on that. But, actually did not mean to do that. But I did, however, go through... Let me go back here. Can I, like... Oh, rival. Look, there's rivals on there. Best time, rival. Oh, interesting. Other faces show up. I didn't know that. Do you see that down there? Right here. Look, check this out. See, it says best time 212 seconds, and then the rival's time was there. So the rival is me. It's just Donkey Kong, which somehow seems really appropriate considering we were playing against DK Bowser. And 8 Barrel's gonna BRB, no probs. But that's fascinating. So, and I do see Luigi up here. So we've played as Luigi. Let me go back, save and quit. We have a few things we could still try and get there, but I think what I'm gonna do, because I wanted to look here actually. Yeah. Okay. So we're playing as Luigi, and we've got 174 lives. We've been playing a decent amount. Again, I think I lost a lot of this potentially through oh, you didn't see what I just was showing because I had the wrong screen up. But you can see here now, this is the thing. You can now use pipes to travel to special worlds. So we actually have some special worlds here, which is kind of cool. And I think that's 3 special worlds. Because that's world 1. And then we have like a special thingy. And then we have... Oh, no, that's just that. So yeah, okay, just the pipe for special worlds. I forget how this works. There we go. Let's just take a quick peek. Actually looks very similar to how it does in the Mario movie. Here we go. There's a whole other game. So, what we might do, I think I'm going to stop for now with this, but there's special 1 through 8. And I actually am going to save and quit out of here. We might save that for another stream. You know, I don't think we're going to 100% this, unless we do. And what I was showing before, because I wanted to show that, I had the wrong screen that I hit the button for, is on here. Oh, not this one, actually. It was this one. This is my first playthrough. So World 9 through 16 Harem says, shh, he says with a wink. So that's what I was showing before. I feel like I might... No worries, you did beat the game after all, Dash says. But I think I'll save that for another time. But I want to go into here real quickly and just make sure. I'm pretty sure I beat it then through that because... Well, how do I go back? Oh, is this like bonus levels over... No, wait, now I'm confused. Hold on, can I tap 7? Have I like not beaten this? Friends. Oh no, there's just more that I haven't done. Okay, World 8. So I've beaten this with both. I don't remember that, but I'll have to go back to all this at some point. Oh, you can just switch, you can toggle with the little M on the bottom, see? To be Mario or Luigi. Okay, so here's that answers some of my question. Let's go back to World 1, and I think that's where the pipe is. There we go. Now we can go into here and then see all the specials. There we go. That's it right there. So we play the specials, which I think I've not beat all of them. Look at that. See? There's more specials. Oh. I have not played through these. I've only done the first world of specials. So this is going to be fun for me. I think I'm going to start another another file, personally. I think I'm going to do that because I think what I want to do is create the file, the third file. What I'll probably end up doing too is eventually deleting one of these or the other, something like that, because I know Mana Sprout's going to want to play this too. Although we're playing Mario 3D World, she loves that one, and this one might just be a little bit more challenging for her, especially without the 3D. So maybe we won't, but I think I'm going to use this one to do another playthrough and see what happens. So anyway, I gotta finish this. The fact that I won't be able to use or get the shiny stars makes me think I should create another file, but then practice on this. Scooter, hey, how's it going, my friend? Good to see ya. What is up? I hope that you're doing well. Anyway, that's fun. That's a fun game. I like that one. It's a good one. If you've not played Super Mario 3D Land, I recommend it. Yeah, no, Scooter, I'm doing well. We've got an ad starting in 20 minutes, just to let people know. And I don't really know what I want to do right now. I'm debating on what to play. I could always do more of this too. Not saying that that's not an option. Excuse me. But what I'm thinking, let me just see here. Excuse me. Let me think about this for a moment. Okay. Question for y'all here. And by the way, actually, let's give a shout out to Scooter. Great friend and someone who streams retro, by the way. Let's see here. So what should we do? Tomorrow morning. This is answer. Tomorrow morning, I'll be streaming some more Mario with the Mario that we can all join in together on. I waited until tomorrow because I figured more people could play, but that's coming up. In fact, if I show real quickly, this is our schedule. I am tempted to potentially play a little bit more of the Mario on NSO, like we did with Super Mario Advance 4. But I don't really know what I want to do yet. Or Mario Kart, and to be honest, I mentioned this before, there is a part of me interested in maybe stopping the stream and doing a short bonus stream of Fortnite. Or maybe Splatoon. I know Harem would hate that. Or more Mario. Again, I'm not sure. I just want to spend a little more time with you. I can join in whatever the case, Scooter says. So let me... Harem hates the Splatoon idea. Let me ask, what would people most be interested in? Is Memory Martin here? You know, that changes things for Splatoon. Do you want to see more Mario? If so, what Mario? I've got... Oh, look at that thread on the shirt here. Has that always been there the whole time? Look, I gotta snip that. Anyway. Scooter says, I'm good without the Splatoon. Aw. Depends on how long you're going to, because our voice chat about games. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I just know I'm not ready to end the stream yet. I'm not ready for that. Let's see. I've been holding off taking a lunch break, so I can take it whenever you're ready and join you for Fortnite if you want. Aha! I do like this idea. Do we want to do some Fortnite? Like I said, I've kind of been feeling it. So I think what I want to do is... How do I want to do this? If I do Fortnite, I'm going to end this stream and then quickly hop into a new one, but with a new title. I know I don't need to do that. I know that's kind of silly, but I want to demark that these are separate streams a little bit more. So, it is actually Harem. See, so you're going to love it. Okay, we'll do a little Fortnite. All right, just for you, because I know some folks are interested in that. So what I'm going to do is end this stream and then give me like about a couple minutes. I'm going to refresh my water. So just stay here in the chat. I'll kind of get things set up, maybe 5 minutes max, and we'll hop right back in. And I believe when we do that, by the way, it doesn't reset the ad piece. And so actually we're about the time where we would do an ad break anyway. So I'll manually run the ad break to start the next one, so there's no things there. So everyone, get your Fortnites ready. We're gonna play for about an hour or so, and I'll be right back. So friends, thank you for hanging out for this. If you're new around here, by the way, I don't often play Fortnite on stream, but again, Nintendo games and retro games and indie titles, that's my jam. But Fortnite can be fun, especially with friends. We're gonna do a little bit of that. So, if you like what you saw, if you enjoyed it, if you want to come back and join us for more, please do consider doing so. Please leave a follow if you like it, and I look forward to catching you again real soon. Do good, be well, and I'll catch you in 5 minutes. Bye-bye.